Knife in my foot, Sergeant.
Oh, yes. Of course. That's it, the knife. What is your name, soldier?
Smitty Riker.
No. Your name is Private Idiot. Do you know why?
Because I have a knife in my foot.
Welcome everybody to Knife Hands, where I was watching the YouTube stream and like, why is it taking so long? I've never seen delay like this. And I look over, oh, we're not streaming yet. Oh, fuck, shit. Yeah, apparently I hit the button and then I hit the fucking intro to go, and I don't know. I thought I made it go, but anyways, hey, this is going just about as great as it usually does, which is absolute shit. So welcome everybody. Before we do anything, I do want to start things off right away because where is it? Blue Cord Devil popping in. I want to start this off right away because, buddy, Blue Cord, I said this on Saturday. I don't know if you rewatched it, but I apologize to you profusely, and I'm going to apologize to you now again. When Gary Beekler was on Nerdrotic and we had like 800 people watching, I even told you in the chat I was going to honor at least one of your shots. And it got missed, dude. I am so sorry. We should have highlighted it. Like, we had so many super chats, and I feel so bad that I forgot to go back. So I'm gonna get you right away, buddy. You dropped $500 last Thursday, actually Thursday before, because we didn't do this last Thursday, and I still owe you a bunch of credits for that, man. So thank you very much. Here's to you, buddy. So right away, let's get things started.
It has begun.
Ooh. Oh, my.
Whoa.
Very fat, I see.
Congratulations, Mr. Sims. You are the fattest boy in camp.
All right, let's get
Get down!
Playing that one because Big Rob hasn't seen that yet. Just you, Blue Cord.
Oh, my God. Who did that?
It's all devil. It's all the devil. Speaking of the devil, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Just got done making Dermy some clips. Yeah, I'm gonna load those on tomorrow. So he's gonna see them for the first time too. So check out Ballbusters tomorrow and see some more clips if you like these.
Oh, so he's got shot clips now too?
Yep, one with you.
Oh, nice. Is it all still just abusing the fuck out of Dermy?
Nope. It's abusing the fuck out of everyone else.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. All right. So he gets to have a little retribution. Okay. All right. I approve of this. Cool. I can't wait to see what happens to me. I'm guessing it's gonna be something gay. Hey Rob, how you doing? 75th Ranger Regiment. Rangers lead the way.
I'm doing well. What's going on, fellas? Glad to be back. Missed last week. I guess we all missed last week, huh?
Well, you missed last Saturday. But yeah, Thursday I was not feeling well, so we just skipped Thursday.
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's cold like it is everywhere else, so just hunkering down and always tired. So
I'm so fucking tired today. I was telling Dell behind the scenes, like I was so unmotivated to do this, but I'm not. I don't. I hate it when I skip a show. At the very least, we're always going to keep Skinamax Saturday going. That is absolutely a must. We always have to have that going. I feel like Thursday show is just like it's. I shouldn't make any excuses. We shouldn't skip any shows, but so I definitely can't skip two in a row. JB, I thought JB was saying he's 60 today. He's saying 60 degrees here. Where do you live, you lucky son of a bitch?
California.
Oh yeah. Here in Lake of the Ozarks, not too bad today, but I am looking forward to in 2 weeks being in Orlando for MegaCon, for the FNT meetup with Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, and all that fun stuff. Cannot fucking wait for that. I am looking forward to it, and I can't wait to get away from this winter hellhole. How about you, Jesse?
Yeah, speaking of winter hellhole, I spent 2 days not being able to stream because my studio's out in my garage and it was in like the 20s and 30s here Monday and Tuesday, which, doesn't sound too terribly bad when you're like prepared for it and can bundle up for it. But yeah, all I literally have is a little heat lamp out here that I used to use for my chickens. And so, yeah, I took Monday and Tuesday off. So my wife's going to do her birthday stream on Saturday and I made 4 gallons of wine this evening. So yes,
you make wine?
Yes, it's really
Nice.
not rocket science. It's all, and it is way cheaper to make it yourself. And like, mama's off work for a few weeks because of the baby. So it's like, money's like, this is going to make it all go so much farther doing it this way. So yeah, so much easier to do it yourself. And it doesn't turn out half bad. I did 3 gallons of apple and a gallon of gallon of grape tonight. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out in a couple of weeks. And the cool part is you can take the apple and freeze it and turn it into apple jack. And then it's essentially liquor. So I'll have free shots.
Nice. I like it. I fiddled around with the brewing beer for a minute. Yeah. I did like 5-6 batches. It really, when you end up doing the math, you don't really save that much money. It's just more of a hobby than anything else. It's a lot of fun. You can take a lot of pride in it. I made a really damn good IPA, just ran straight off the recipe, but that's the big thing is you take pride in it. Definitely didn't take pride when I tried to make an apple pie beer and it turned out to be the worst beer I ever tasted my entire fucking life, but I still drank all 5 gallons of it. Absolute torture for like a month. It was, I can't let it go to waste. It's still alcohol, dude, but it was not good.
Well, and that's the thing. Like beer's a little more in depth and a little more involved, because you're dealing with like carbonation and stuff like that. It's wine. It's like you throw the juice in a bottle, you throw yeast in the water in the bottle, you throw a cap on it, and you leave it on the shelf for 2 weeks, and you go, all right, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
like it's stupid easy.
No, yeah. The carbonation and the fermenting stage is really the same thing. You just let it sit, but it's the beginning part. Like the worst thing of it is if you try doing it in your home on the stove. It is really, if you look away for 1 second, it'll boil over, and it is so fast. It happened to me one time. That's why I said I will never do this in home again, because it's just sugary. The malt is nothing but like sugar. So all that just gets all over your stove, and my God, it is fucking terrible to have to clean up. It is the worst. Especially because I had those arranged, so it all got down inside the crevices and everything. Yeah. Wouldn't be too bad right now if because now I have a glass top. It wouldn't be too bad with that. But that'd be super easy. What a bitch that was to clean, though. Holy fuck, that sucked.
It sucks on glass stoves too, though, because it'll actually burn to it and make the look of it look like shit. It'll just ruin it.
Yep, I can see that. Yeah, I'm sure that would happen too. Oh, that's talking moonshine and coming soon. Yeah. I'd be worried about doing that, man. I'd be worried I'm gonna fucking make myself go blind trying to do moonshine.
A lot of people have moonshine around here. Homemade moonshine.
Yeah.
It's good stuff if you get the right kind. But you will go blind if you drink the wrong one.
Yeah.
Some people cheat too, and they just go buy Everclear at the store and then flavor it and call it moonshine too. So there's fuckers out there that cheat on that kind of
They'll
stuff.
buy Everclear and put some fucking cherries in it and say, "Oh, I've got cherry flavored moonshine." It's Everclear. You just cherries in it.
Yeah, we got places around here that sell at the liquor stores and call it moonshine. I'm very skeptical about that too. Yeah, like exactly. They'll make like a moonshine. They'll throw like a bottle of like a bunch of cherries, and you're eating cherries and calling it moonshine. Like like you said, this is just Everclear. Fuck you. You fucking line sack of shit. So, anyways, I'm gonna say hi to a few people here. Bubba motherfucking 4. Let's go, y'all. Hell yeah, man. JB, what's going on, buddy? Commoner popping in. Iron Oxide, hey, buddy. GR and JB. And Blue Cord Devil again. Hail to the Blue Cord. Tina, what's up, Tina? Got any bad takes for us? Oh, what else? Who else? Yeah, 60 degrees in California. You can
where I am.
Oh man, Blue Cord wants to get me drunk. I'll do another one for you, buddy. Still has 19 to go. He's keeping track.
Well, I think was he marking one off for the last one you did, or was he telling you to do another one? Fuck it, whatever.
I think I'm going with every time he puts the shots emoji up. Means he's asking for us to take a shot.
Here,
I'll honor it. I will honor it. Let's see which one. Let's see. Okay, here's another one that Rob hasn't seen yet.
There you go. That's the stuff. I like the intensity. Eye of the tiger. Good. You're holding 50,000 volts, little man. Don't be afraid to ride the lightning. Stop! In the face! In the face!
In the face!
I fucking love that.
Oh, that's a good one. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who else?
I love that I get to shirt Dermy in the face with that damn thing. Thank you for doing that, Devil. Thank you.
I love that you get to shirt Dermy too. Whatever that means.
Yep, shirt him all over the face. If you got to ask at him, you can't afford it.
JB misses brewing beer too. I know. That's like one of my hopes too. If I buy a house, which here's the thing, like I have a condo here at the lake. I'm not trying to sound bougie or anything like that, but I got really lucky with the fucking place I bought here right before COVID, so the value's amazing. I would like to buy a house down in Orlando. That's what I really want to fucking do. And when I get that, it's got to have a dedicated room for brewing. I want to have a dedicated brewing room so I can have all the equipment in there. And ideally, it would be like in the basement. And so hopefully it would have a drain. But yeah, I want to have a dedicated fucking brewing room and get back into it again because I can't do it here. Like we were saying, I will never brew beer on a stovetop again. And I'm on the 3rd story of this place. So the only way I'd get away with doing it would be out on the balcony. I couldn't do that. There's no fucking way. I can't. Like, I thought about maybe like putting a fucking like a kitty tub out there to catch overflow if I do, and then cook it. Like, I have a turkey fryer set up, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I did do it one. Yeah, I did it in my garage one time. And so I have a turkey fryer set up. But what I would have to do is put it on my balcony in a tub and use a propane turkey fryer. I'm like, that is just way too risky. Like that is fucking Murphy's Law setting for fucking failure right there. Like it's already bad. Like we already have a rule with the HOA here. They can't use any flame out on the patio because it's too much of a risk that somebody will fuck up and set the place on fire, which I don't blame. So yeah, I can't do it here. I have to get a proper house again before I can start brewing beer. I miss it too, man. It's time consuming, but it's a lot of fun. It's just very satisfying. Soul Assassin, what's up, buddy? Let's see who else. Beowulf's Revenge says you can make alcoholic cider real easy. The longer you let it sit, the proper conditions, the better it gets. I'm sure. I think that's what fucked up my beer though, is because I got advice from a beer brewing fucking guy, the guy who I bought the beer shit from. He was a home brewer store, and he recommended to me to distill down cider and then use that in the beer as opposed to apples, which I was going to use.
No, I didn't use the apples.
Did not work. I don't know what the fuck that guy was smoking or what he was thinking. I think he obviously never brewed this kind of beer. That did not fucking work. And that was clearly what fucked it up. Fuck that guy.
You still drink it.
So I wish I could tell that guy. Ruined 5 gallons of fucking beer. How many is that in a pony keg? Was it 5 gallons? I feel like it's more than that. Definitely got to be more than 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's been a while. Let's see. cheap VEVOR 5-gallon one is where I started.
Probably a style of something he used to brew.
Yeah, it's got to be like an acronym for beer. So I mean, he's saying 5 gallons. So I mean, obviously, I think that must mean that's the right amount. Okay, you can tell my energy is just not on today. I apologize, guys. If this show sucks because of my energy, but that's on me, guys. Just maybe more shots will keep on help. I don't know. Maybe I'll be more entertained if I'm drunk. Craig Tier, what's up, buddy? Sean Strickland went scorched earth at UFC 297. Hell yeah, dude. I got that fucking queued up, man. Fuck yeah. Epic rant. Love and respect, brothers. Hangover Gang Fam Canada. Yes, we are going to play that, dude. I got that video up and ready to go. Vince G. What's up, Vince? And who else? Mr. Reese. Hail, everyone. Hail to you, Mr. Reese. Yeah. Gay Nade. Yeah, where's the Gay Nade at? Where is the Gay Nade at? JB. I think it's a different JB. Make sure you film it in case the kitty tub catches fire. Yeah, I know,
Gay
dude.
Nade saying, "Where's Dermy?" Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, Gay Nade.
Where's Dermy?
yeah. The Gay Nade emoji is the Derby, because that was what it originally was. It was supposed to be a Dermy with a grenade behind it. It's supposed to be Gay Nade. You just couldn't make it out. It's just too small, unfortunately.
Back when the shows were getting a lot gayer, I said, I'll make you a gay nade. So every time we get gay, they can throw the gay nade.
Yeah. And I think also on the emoji, I think we had the word gay nade underneath it, but you just couldn't even read it. It's just too making emojis is tough, man. Because like you look at the picture at first, like, oh, this is so fucking great. And then you realize when it gets down to like that fucking small, oh, I can't see anything there. Yeah, all right. I did ask for it. Fuck you, Blue Cord Devil. How many do I got left now, Blue Cord? Come on.
He's gonna say 19 again.
He's all 20.
It starts going up.
Yeah, he's starting to count in reverse. His ticker started screwing up. He's hitting the button. It just keeps going up on numbers. Oops, I don't know what happened.
That 500 he gave you was actually a loan. This is the interest. It's accumulating.
Oh, I love it.
Oh shit! All right, let's do it. Let's get the last brand new one in here for Rob to see.
Hey, help me, please.
Stupid Howley.
Whoa! Oh, yeah, that's right. You got him. You got him. Enough.
Are you okay?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
I'll be right back. Hey, come here.
No. I think he's out of now.
I love that movie.
Cheers to you. Cheers, Blue Cord. What was that movie from? I know I've seen it. I can't remember.
Adam Sandler. What's that?
50 First Dates.
Yeah,
That's
Adam Sandler.
right.
And, Drew
Yeah.
Barrymore. And she beats the shit out of Ula.
Yeah. That's right. God, I gotta watch that movie again. That is really fucking good. We're down 17. All right.
There we go.
That's what Adam Sandler was great. I think he's trying to do more serious dramas now, from what I've seen.
Yeah, is that new one he's got? Have you seen the trailer for that new sci-fi one? Like the full Netflix one came out. There's like a 2.5 minute one, and he's stuck on a space station. He's a Russian cosmonaut that's like supposed to spend like 150 days in space. And this is all in the trailer. All of a sudden, something starts talking to him, and he thinks he's going nuts. And it's like this alien that looks just like a spider, except it's huge, and it like crawls around. It's like, hey, I hear you're lonely. I'm a space traveler too. Like, I'm fascinated by your loneliness. I think I can help you. And I'm just like, because initially you see the poster and you see the teaser and you're like, oh, this is gonna be some like crazy space alien monster thing. He's gonna get trapped on a world. And there's gonna be something crazy. And it's like, no, the space alien he meets actually just wants to be his therapist.
What?
Yeah, I didn't see all that. I saw a picture of the trailer. I didn't know it was that weird.
Yeah, well, I just saw the full length trailer today. So yeah, there you go.
Jesse, can you remind me on Saturday? Well, okay. Oh yeah, actually, Skinemax Saturday is gonna be a special Skinemax Sunday. So keep that in mind, everybody. I'm gonna put a tweet out and I'll drop it in the YouTube post here tomorrow. Probably we're doing the show on Sunday instead of Saturday. Why? Because my Packers are playing Saturday night, and I'm an owner of the team, and I'm obligated to watch and I'm obligated by law to watch the Packers play on Saturday. So I have my priorities, okay? Hey, man. The Packers are the youngest team in the league, and no 7 seed has ever won a playoff game at all yet. This is the first time. No one expected us to even get in the playoffs. Now people are saying we might actually get to the Super Bowl. So you better fucking believe I'm not missing any fucking game from here on out. I am not going to miss this. So Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern will be Skinamax Sunday. Beowulf, go Pack, go. Fuck yeah, dude. I didn't know we had another cheesehead in the house. Thank you very much for the support, buddy. Let's go, Pack, go. The curse is, of course, though, that we are the Niners always kick our ass in the fucking playoffs. But this is a whole new team, whole new fucking team. So I think we have a fucking chance. I'm gonna say hi to some of our Rumblers as well. Unfolding Joker, thank you very much for the help, buddy. We did a test stream. If any of y'all saw, we did a test stream yesterday. I think it's yesterday, and we tested out Rumble Studios, which has a lot of potential. All around, it looks really cool. It has things that we can't do here in StreamYard. However, it has a lot of issues right now. It's missing a lot of features that we just can't go with right now. I was going to do it tonight. I'm very thankful that we did the test stream. Thank you to Horny Alf came on. One of the things, like, if you like, Devil would not even be able to be on. If you turn your camera off, it just takes you off the stream completely. Yeah. People can still hear you, but we wouldn't be able to see that Devil's here. I mean, that right there is not a good feature. That's
like a deal breaker for a lot of
people. I mean, I have a list of 5 things that I'm going to send out. So it's nothing against Rumble. It's in beta right now. Like I said, I'm sure they're going to fix all these issues. But right now it's just not where it needs to be. I know they'll fix it, and we will definitely use it whenever that we can get a chance. And so yeah, big thanks to Unfolding Joker. He was popping in the chat, was helping me out a lot with that. Thank you very much, Unfolding Joker. And he sent me. He has a buddy who was doing a live stream earlier, who was trying to help people out, figuring Rumble Studio out. I checked it out a little bit, by the way, Joker. It was just unfortunate I didn't even see your comments until I got in here. And by the time I checked it out, he was basically talking about stuff that's kind of irrelevant at that point. But I appreciate you, buddy. Who else? What's up? Pope Metallica's popping in. First time in a while. RIP to my Patriots. What are you referring to, buddy? What are you talking about, RIP? We're all here. No one's dead yet. I say yet. As we're looking forward to possibly World War III and shit.
Football team.
Yeah, is he talking about the team?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He's the Patriots guy. I forgot about that. Yeah, what's up, Gal? Yeah, he's from Massachusetts, I think, and I grew up in Vermont, and so Patriots was actually my second favorite team. Now, since I moved away from there, it's really I'm 100% Packers now. Oh, look at you, Boston, Boston hockey though. Yeah, you're not a. Boston hockey women are classy, sassy, and a bit smart assy. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah. You ain't rooting for the Patriots, though, are you?
Fuck no. Fuck the motherfucking Patriots.
How do you like the fact?
Oh, eat me.
That the only football game I went to this year was against your Saints, where we came back and beat you in an amazing comeback. And if it weren't for that game that I went to, you would have been in the playoffs because you would have had a tiebreaker.
I know. Fuck you.
Okay, so you're aware of that. How do you feel?
Of course I'm fucking aware of it, you little bitch.
You still love me? Come on.
No.
Okay, well, all right, fuck you. I don't care. Because my Packers are in and your Saints aren't.
Because your Packers got fucking lucky.
Oh, okay. Yeah. After we kicked the absolute shit out of Cowboys, who are believed to be one of the best teams in the league. Okay. Okay. If you say so.
The Cowboys love to choke in the playoffs. It's what they do.
It is what they do. You're not wrong.
I know. That's why I said it.
Well, if we beat the Niners, then I think we'll prove everybody wrong. But I have no idea what to expect. I would not
hold out too much hope for that.
I'm not holding out hope. I'm just hopeful. Believe me, normally I'd be like, we don't stand a chance. We're going to get our ass kicked. I'm just
not
happy.
Holding out hope. I'm just having gay hope.
My little brain is trying to
Your little brain?
contemplate exactly.
Try thinking with the big brain and you might get there faster.
I just can't calculate exactly what you just fucking said. It sounds too stupid to me. But so is all the stupid fucking wars that we got going on. Hey, what do you guys think? Are we about to start civil war here in the U.S.?
You're talking about the Texas thing?
Well, I mean, I was going to bring up the Texas thing, but I mean, in general, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think everything up to this point has just been like everybody talks about it. It's a buzz phrase or whatever. Yeah. But the Texas thing, I think, it was the first. Nothing's happened yet, but I think that was the first big deal to me, where I'm like, okay, this is a little bit different because now you have like a state military.
There is two United States armed forces are actually facing off against each other. The federal government and the Texas National Guard are actually facing off against each other right now. Yeah. You have them both on two sides of a fence. That is scary. This is scary shit right here.
People should think about why it's taking place.
Yeah. This isn't Texas' fault. This is the federal government's fault.
No one is blaming Texas. I mean, except for CNN right here. I'm sure is blaming Texas, but the reason why I'm pulling up CNN because they're fucking stupid. No, okay, and let's break this down for if anyone's been under a rock and hasn't been paying attention, doesn't know what's going on. Texas Governor Abbott, who I don't think is the best guy at all. I think that a lot of shit that he does is actually just for political gain rather than actually doing what's good for the state. But nonetheless, he took a bold action and said, hey, if the federal government isn't going to take care of this border, then we're going to take care of this border. And they actually sent the National Guard and I'm sure probably sheriff's offices and everything else and told the Border Patrol, you get the fuck out of here at Eagles Pass, which Eagles Pass is the infamous area where you see tens of thousands of people sitting under this fucking bridge and just swarms of people coming over the fucking border, tens of thousands in one fucking day, like what was it, 22,000 record in one day, not just a week or two ago.
Just who they captured, not who they
right, not even counting the getaways. Yeah, these are all just people just standing in line, waiting to get processed, waiting to get their $5,000 credit card, cell phone, and free ticket to wherever the fuck they want. So Governor Abbott finally did something and stood up and said, we're not doing this. And they actually sent their National Guard and others and booted the federal government, booted ICE and the Border Patrol out of there and said, we got this now. You guys ain't doing shit. We're taking care of this. They said that just like you see right there, they put a fence up and said, you are not going to pass. You are not passing. If you come here, we'll just send you right back. Fuck you. We're not putting up with this shit. Well, now the federal government is saying right here, they're saying that you have until the end of the day. That was actually today. I was saying until you have the end of today. I've been watching the news. They're saying we have the end of today to let us back in here and do our job, which means nothing. It means just processing illegal immigrants into the country. Yeah, and letting them go. And they're standing their ground. Now, here's one other thing is that I didn't pull the article up, but just for people who don't know, right now you got fucking Karine Jean-Pierre, the fucking White House spokeslady, gay person, all that fucking LGBTQ plus intersectional bullshit, saying that now a mother and two children died trying to cross the Rio Grande. And the reason they drowned was because Texas wouldn't allow the border agents to save them. That is fucking complete absolute lie. They drowned and no one was even informed about it until an hour after they fucking drowned. Just another fucking total lie. Just more fucking total propaganda they're trying to push to fucking make now Governor Abbott look bad and allow the federal government to go back in. Why? Just so they can process more illegals in, so they can send them into the country, so they can boast their fucking numbers in liberal fucking states and cities, and then try to hopefully make them fucking legal voters. That's the entire fucking agenda.
This is one of those moments that they have to look at because it can be a very what's the word I'm looking for?
Turning point.
Yeah, like or a switch, like a light switch.
Catalyst.
It's catalyst. That's a good word. Catalyst. This won't end well for
Yeah.
Biden in any way, shape, or form. Is he really going to attack U.S. citizens on U.S. soil?
Right.
These are his people. He can't go in there full force and attack them. Not to mention the people we would lose on both sides if it did come to something like actual gunfire. But so he needs to start rethinking this, because I guarantee you, if it goes on the news of you have U.S. soldiers shooting at
Federal agents,
federal agents and stuff, you're gonna have some serious backlash on him, and it's their fault, because when can states say this is your responsibility? If you're not going to do your responsibility, when do they have the right to say we'll do it for ourselves? If the government is not going to protect us on the southern border, then why can't the states do it themselves?
The state has to protect itself is the thing. Yeah.
The states are obligated. The states are obligated to.
Yep.
And the federal government, the president himself is obligated to protect our country and protect our borders. That's why. That's one of the reasons why
it's failing its duty.
That's why Mayorkas, Homeland Security Secretary, is actually under impeachment charges right now, or investigation at least. And it should be, because they are completely failing to protect our border and protect our country. And you're right. The states have individual rights.
Yep.
The state of Texas has the right to protect their state, and the federal government needs to recognize that. And yeah, if they try pushing this shit, here's another thing though. We know damn well Biden's not in charge. We know that the guy doesn't even know where Texas is. I guarantee at this point.
Biden is in charge.
Huh?
Biden is in charge.
Biden, yes, Biden,
yes,
yeah, but even worse than all, it's Obama's fucking liberal fucking lackeys who are running the White House right now, and these fucking idiots have no clue what they're doing, and they are the useful idiots. I guarantee these fucking lackeys who are in the White House right now, that I'm sure you're right. I mean, we're all speculating, but I'm sure that they're getting marching orders from Obama, but they don't have direct communication. These fuckers are actually the types who are useful idiots and do believe 100% that everyone who crosses the border are just innocent. It's all just women and children. They're just trying to seek a better life. Completely ignoring the fentanyl and the MS-13, all the crime, the rapes, the murders,
and
everything that's going on.
Women and children that are actually crossing.
Yep. So these people, that's why these people are fucking completely complicit and are probably willing to actually let the federal agents go in and cause something that could stir up actual Civil War style violence between the federal government and U.S. States. Now, will boots on the ground people be stupid enough to follow an order like that, though? That's not a question.
Yeah. I think Abbott is gonna cave. Hear me out.
I don't think you're wrong right away, but go ahead.
Because go back, I don't know how many months or years when Abbott put up those connexes. I don't know if you remember, he put up like double stack connexes along the border, and he was ordered to take them down, which they did. Then they put up the buoys, and the federal government came in and said, you got to remove those. And they did. And then they had all the concertina wire put up, and then the CBP and everybody basically came in and just snipped and removed it.
Yeah.
So I think this one, I mean, I'm hoping that something new happens, something different happens. But just as a track record, I think Abbott is going to take it as far as he can before. You know, I don't know like where the federal government goes with this, because it's just an empty threat. You know, you need to comply or else what? Like,
are you going to attack your own citizens?
Are you really going to escalate to that? And I don't think Abbott is going to test that, and I don't think the federal government is expecting him to.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, our Texas, knowing Abbott, this is what I think is going to end up happening. I agree with you. He normally does kind of cave. The only difference with this time was the reason why Abbott caved so many times before is because Abbott is a judge. Abbott also lives and dies by polls. He will not make a single decision without sticking his finger in the air and figuring out which way the wind blows. That's why you saw for a long time he was always
so many sex jokes can be made out of what you just said. But go ahead.
So there were so many times that he was always following DeSantis's lead, right? DeSantis would do something and then he would wait and do it like a month later to see what the backlash was for DeSantis, and then he would do it. The difference this time is the reason why he always caved before is he is a judge and he wanted the force of a law behind him. So what happened in the special session this last year in Texas, this is the law that they passed. No one is now arguing constitutional law. You are now arguing Texas law because Texas passed a law that said it is illegal for you to cross into our borders without permission, essentially, an illegal crossing. And we have the complete and total enforcement to enforce our border security, which is why this is the first time Abbott has actually ever enlisted the National Guard and sent them down there. The Texas citizens have been calling on him to do this for years, to do this kind of thing. He made some basically like fake kind of like, oh, we built the fence. Okay. Abbott built a fence on a bunch of private property, like 3 miles from the border. Okay. That was literally nothing more than a showboat BS. And I don't remember about the actual, like the cargo containers. I know Arizona did the cargo containers. I don't remember if we actually ever did cargo containers or not. But I remember the thing about like the Constantina wire and all the rest of that shit. Right. Like I said, this is the difference this time. There is a Texas law on the books that say they are allowed to do this. Also, our AG, which it sounds like Abbott's basically going, hey, it's a law thing. It's your job now. RAG is not going to back down. RAG will run this all the way up to the Supreme Court. He already told them in a response to this letter. The AG Paxton, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the best attorney general this country has in any state, told the federal government to pound sand. This is the same guy that has sued the federal government, the Biden administration in particular, more times than every other AG in this country combined. Okay. He has no problem running this all the way up to the Supreme Court. And unless Biden is willing to order the federal agents to shoot on these National Guard, this thing is going to have to run through the courts. And like I said, Paxton ain't going to back down until the Supreme Court tells him he's wrong.
Yeah.
I did notice they started, I saw it today. They started making arrests at the border. Like
of illegals.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
I don't know how far they're going to take that one.
I mean, fucking great. I mean, about damn time someone fucking does something about it.
The Texas law says they are allowed to arrest, detain them, and deport them back to their place of origin.
Yep. Damn right. Motolicious for $5 says, God, I'm such a boot.
With that name, you definitely are. Sorry.
You referring to Motolicious? What does that name mean?
Have you heard motard? Motivated to the point of retardation?
This must be a Marine thing.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep reading. But like the first sentence and then combining it with that name. Very much.
Well, he says, okay, so purpose of the interior guard, keyword popper, preserve order, protect property, enforce regulations. Is there something more to this that I'm missing that you're laughing about, Gal?
That was me coughing. I was laughing at the God, I'm such a boot. That means that he's like.
Well, I know boot. Yeah.
Okay.
I know boot means that. Yeah, there's like for us we call it cherry private. You're cherry.
Yeah. That motard, motolicious. That definitely.
But I think he's talking about the National Guard here. Preserve order, protect property, enforce regulations.
Yeah.
Well, in general, interior guard. I mean, protecting the country. I mean, that's what it's fucking they do. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to protect the fucking country. And real quick, by the way, if you're new here, Motolicious, I don't think I've seen you pop in before. We are going to honor this with our drinking game. As always, any single super chat, we do social, $20 or more, and we do shots. So that is worth a social. Thank you, Motolicious, for the $5. Much appreciated. I do want to shout out also Perdido popped over in the Rumble chat. Good to see you over there, Perdido. Last chat just said the U.S. border legally falls on the Fed. So court battles are possibly what Governor Abbott is after. I mean, there's another thing too. I mean, it does put pressure on the federal government in general because it's their fucking job to protect the damn border. So yes, if it goes up to the Supreme Court, then that could say to the Supreme Court could come back and say, Texas is right, and you, fucking President Biden and everyone else is not doing your fucking job. So fucking protect the goddamn fucking border.
Or Texas is allowed to do it. Or Texas is allowed to do it because
or allow Texas
we are allowed to do it.
Yes, exactly. If you're not going to do it, then let Texas fucking do it. Exactly. Because that's what the Constitution fucking says. Absolutely.
Yep. Exactly.
And this is why we're here, to fucking yell at the screen and say, fucking do your job, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a guy that literally lives like 2.5 hours north of the border. Actually, it's not even that far. It's about 2 hours. And it's like, it's one of those things, like, this shit is so irritating because I also show apartments down here. And it's like when the motherfuckers show up with like documentation paperwork and not like an actual ID, and they don't speak a lick of fucking English with a brand new cell phone that they all of a sudden know how to use Google Translate on perfectly. It's like, I wonder where you came from.
Mm-hmm. When I was down in Arkansas, I was just doing odd jobs here and there, and I bartended for a quinceañera. There's like 400 fucking Mexicans in this damn place. And
sounds like a quinceañera.
Yep, that's a hell of a fucking party right there.
And yeah, like half of them showed me these fucking IDs I've never recognized. And I'm like, I'm not serving any of you fuckers. I don't even know what that is. That's not an American ID. I'm not. Oh, they fucking hated me. I'm like, I don't even know what that is, dude. I don't even know what your fucking birth date is on this fucking thing. Just go away. And I didn't have a problem anyways, because not a single one of them fucking tipped anyways. I had like one person tip $2 that whole fucking night. Those are the cheapest motherfuckers. I thought fucking Montreal people were fucking cheap when I bartended up in Vermont. Oh, I don't know you're supposed to tip in America. Fuck you. You know that damn fucking well. And I also know you fucking speak English because I speak French. I know you're fucking lying to me, you motherfucker.
Don't get me started on the fact that you have to tip in America.
Yeah, the tipping thing is getting out of hand.
Well, the fact that every fucking place does it now instead of just like restaurants and bars is getting fucking annoying.
Well, the fact that restaurants and bars don't fucking pay their people enough.
Oh, fuck that. Have you ever waited tables before? I would much rather work for my tips that my ass earns than make the same fucking wage as the lazy asshole next to me that doesn't bust his tables, that doesn't check back on his fucking people, that doesn't clear plates. It shouldn't be the consumer's job to have to fucking pay for that shit. The restaurant should pay the people based on merit.
It does encourage better service. It does encourage better service. It absolutely does.
Oh my God.
It absolutely does.
Dude, the tipping thing is such a controversial subject.
I know it is.
It shouldn't be because I shouldn't pay on top of the food. I just want my food. Bring me my food.
Have you?
I shouldn't have to pay for your fucking.
Have you worked in the service industry though?
Yes, I have. I already answered that fucking question.
Okay. I missed it because you're just screaming. All I heard was me.
Oh yeah, I was screaming. All right.
Marine Corps noises.
It shouldn't be the consumer's responsibility to have to pay your fucking wage. You should feel the same way.
It's actually not, because if you don't make enough in tips, the restaurant has to cover you all the way up till minimum wage.
Tips should not exist.
Yeah, see, Pope knows. Quebecers, yeah, fuck those motherfuckers. Fuck them. I think even in Letterkenny, they rip on fucking Quebec, right?
I think all of Canada rips on Quebec.
Yeah, that fucking place sucks.
Quebecois.
Yeah, I think I'm with Tiff on this one. I'll tip if I'll tip. I'm sorry.
How do we make this a topic?
I have
Thanks
to get
a lot,
Tiff.
You're welcome.
Can we go back to the border? Can we go back to the border?
I'll tip if if we go to a restaurant and I've got a large group and the waiters are just on top of it. I've gone to restaurants where they're just like on the spot. Whatever you need, they make the whole experience awesome.
Experience. Yeah.
And then I'm compelled. I want to show my appreciation that way. But if I go to I was about to age myself. If I go to Sizzler and someone brings me a couple of drinks, I don't know if Sizzler's still a thing anymore, but if I go to some like just some random restaurant and they bring me like 2 drinks and then like and that's it. And they're still expecting the
Show you
same
to your
18 to
table.
20% or whatever. I'm like, you like, that's where I'm like conflicted. And
I mean, I tip less at a buffet because they don't do as much.
Well, not necessarily a buffet, but yeah, I think it's on that now, especially with DoorDash, man.
Yep.
God forbid you don't tip high enough, because then they either steal your food, cancel your order, or just not do your order altogether.
And then they have your address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something to keep in mind though. If the restaurant is required to pay that extra amount, you're still going to end up paying more in the food. It's still going to relate on your tab no matter what. Yeah. At least in this way, you can control how much you're paying based on the service you're receiving. Is that not a good argument?
Don't get to control, because sometimes it's already put onto the tab.
No, okay, well then that's a rare occasion. Some fucked up place you're going to, a place I've never been. I've never been to a place where it has that kind of shit included.
Unless there's like I've seen places like
a lot of places.
Often.
I've seen places like parties of like 8 or more, they'll automatically add 20% on there. But as far as just like a regular, like just going to a regular restaurant, I've not like just going and having like 4 people at the table. I've never seen like somebody just automatically add it on. I wouldn't go back to that restaurant.
No, if you're going to a place that has an automatic fucking tip put on, then you just don't. If you didn't get the service you want, then just don't add anything else to it.
Well, the other thing about that too is simple.
Not going to.
But the point Adam's making is very accurate, because guess what? If you want them all to pay 15, or do you want them to pay them $15 or $20 an hour in order to give you that excellent service, then that's going to double the price of your food. Because at a restaurant,
but you're still
at a restaurant
with the tip.
But
you're still
that's the point. That's the point that you can then control how much they get. I've now had service twice. I've had service twice now where I paid $0. One time because the girl never fucking came back at all. I don't know if she quit or what, but she never fucking came back. And of course she got $0. So therefore I didn't have to pay that additional amount. Another time, I can't remember what it was, but it was really fucking bad. So I paid $0. So you get to control how much that person gets, as opposed to if they're paying them $15, $20, then you have no choice. Your ticket is going to be higher no matter what. You don't get to, you can get absolute shit service, and you still have to pay that extra amount.
If the restaurant would pay the actual wage that your tips are going to, you can add on to that for the better service. And then the other argument here is the tips get combined in the end, so it doesn't even go directly to your server.
That's not in every kid. No, that's not.
That's in most cases.
No, it's not. No, it is not. Okay, Tiff, where you work, did they do that?
Yes.
Okay, you were a server, and every single server, you guys had to share your tips.
Yes, you share.
I've never worked in a place where you had to do that. So I'm sorry, you worked in a shit fucking place where you never should have worked at in the first place to have to do that.
And they do it more now. When did you last do it?
No place here at Lake of the Ozarks does that. Not a single fucking place. I know everyone who works in the industries around here. Not one single fucking place here does that. No place in Vermont that I know of does that either. I've never fucking seen a place that does it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Now, difference is bars. Bartenders, yes. Bartenders share tips. Fucking bar backs do. When I bar backed, we had a split. But I've never seen a place where servers who served individual tables had to share tips. If you worked in a place like that, Tiff, you never should have worked there in the first place. That place fucking sucks. But I've never known of another place that does that.
Don't they have to pay the bussers and the chefs and the assistants and like all of the people in the back? And I've seen that before.
At a certain place,
a lot of it you get tip out. So when I bar backed out here, I got paid nightly, and then I got tip outs from everybody. If some of the people really appreciate, like I really bust my ass, and I got tipped out more, and I got a percentage of what the bar got.
Yeah, I used to have to tip out my bussers and my bartender. It was 10% of my. It was 10% of my tips, or 10% of my sales, or something, or 10% of my tips, or something like that.
I don't know.
It's such a crazy conversation, because I've heard from from your guys' side that if you can't afford to tip appropriately, then don't bother eating out. I've heard that one.
Yes, that's a great point too. Absolutely.
Not a great point.
It is.
But that's the thing. If you couldn't afford to tip, you certainly wouldn't be able to afford the food when they stopped the tipping
increase
and
would
paid
not
them all
go up
$50.
that amount.
Oh,
Exactly.
bullshit.
Not
You'd be
fucking go
paying
up.
30.
No,
Yes, it
it
would.
fucking wouldn't. It would
Do
not
you know?
go up
Do you
that
know in a restaurant?
significantly.
Do you not know how
restaurant-
economics
No.
works?
Do you know in a restaurant?
Do you not
how much-
understand why fast food is so much more expensive? Because they made mandatory $15 an hour for fucking fast food workers. That's why your fucking damn cheeseburger is so expensive at McDonald's now. Is because of that. They have to start paying people more. The fucking prices go up.
No
for the
shit.
average restaurant.
Restaurants have been underpaying their workers for decades, basically since any of this fucking started.
So you assume that they have such a large profit margin that if they have to start paying their workers $15 an hour, then there's not going to have to be any increase in anything else. They just automatically have all the money to do that.
I said it wasn't going to be that significant.
Oh,
where it would balance out.
You would see a $30 cheeseburger at every restaurant
Sure.
because this is the thing. For every dollar a restaurant makes, 5 cents, a nickel is all they actually make off of that dollar. Your profit margin in a restaurant is shit. That's why it's so important to control your food costs. Because food costs will devastate a restaurant overnight. That's why so many shut down when the food got outrageous. Yeah,
it is.
Yep,
it's basic economics. If the market sets the price of what you pay, if you start artificially fucking with the market, you start saying pay more than the market's worth, you're gonna end up having the cost go somewhere else. It's gonna happen. And I don't know. I'm not 100% on what you guys are even arguing about, but I'm on whatever side Tiff isn't on.
There you go. Because I don't agree with minimum wage to begin with.
No fucking shit.
I do have to honor this. Somebody did point out that Blue Cord did pop in with a shot up here. It says, hey there, gal. Thank you. Just showed up. And thank you. And Adam needs another shot. Yes. All right. Appreciate that, buddy. Let's go ahead and take a shot and take a breath here. Woosah. And let's take a nice breath by relaxing and watching Dermy get punched in the nuts.
Come on, Raster.
Cheers to you, Blue Cord. By the way, if anyone else is new here, we are honoring the credit that Blue Cord has for dropping $500 a couple weeks ago. Tom W says Bidenomics. Yes. Tiff is clearly on Bidenomics right now. She is clearly an expert in Bidenomics. Love you, Tiff.
All I'm saying is I don't like the guilt trip and the expectation that comes with the tip. I think that, I just don't like that feeling of being judged if I don't give them a 20% instead of a 25% or 18% instead of 20%. Just like,
especially since it's gone up from 10% like it used to be.
Yeah, I'll just say this. Like I said, people who live and work in areas like the Ozarks and also ski resort areas I lived in back in Vermont, all industry workers, and we love and appreciate each other. We all tip like fucking great. I always tip, especially if I know somebody, I always tip 25-30% at least to people around here because I know and I love and appreciate everyone who works their ass off for their tips. Now, whether you argue against the how you view tips, the bottom line still is that that's how these people are getting along, and I will always tip very well for these people because that's how they're making their living. So you may disagree with the concept of the tipping concept, but I would just say that you got to show some love to these people, especially if they're working hard.
You just said the responsibility for them to make their living is put on the consumer instead of the person that has them working for them.
Everyone's responsibility to survive is put on the consumer. If we don't provide you a good product, you don't pay us, so we don't survive. Yeah. Look at Disney. They're not providing a good product. They're not surviving. They lost $1.4 billion last year.
Great example.
It's like charity. Charity's not charity if you're forced to give to charity. It's the same thing with the tip. It's not gratuity if you're forced to pay it. It's part of the bill.
All right, can we start talking about politics? That sounds more fun.
Yeah, and NATO prepares for war with Russia. That's war with Russia sounds way easier than this.
My God, I was just getting ready to pull that. You just read my fucking mind. Look at that. So,
or the fact that you were sharing your screen already and he read that shared screen.
I actually read it off the top of the headline of what the show is tonight.
I wasn't sharing it yet.
I don't believe you.
I hadn't clicked share yet. Fuck
I
you.
don't believe you.
You could actually no, you wouldn't.
No, I can't.
Anyway, so what's being said here in Stars and Stripes, the headline is NATO to stage largest military exercise in Europe since Cold War. Now, what is a military exercise in this kind of situation? What it is they're sending 90,000 troops to Poland. Now, is that really an exercise? No,
it's a show of force.
It's a show of force. It's staging. What this does is it puts 90,000 troops in one place, fully armed, fully loaded, guaranteed they're cock locked, ready to rock, have ammunition, everything ready to go. I haven't even looked into this. I wouldn't be surprised if the 173rd Airborne is probably a part of this because we are always that's like our forte was going to Poland and everything. I was actually supposed to go to Poland. I was going to get my Polish jump wings and everything. Instead, they sent us to Iraq. In case it doesn't say in here, but anyways, that's all besides the point. But no, this is scary as shit, man, because this isn't just European forces or anything. This is American forces. And they are showing force, and this is a step to fucking war with Russia, man. And I'd love to get y'all's opinion on this.
So normally, when we hear about these exercises, it's usually like a division or like in my world, it would be like an entire regiment, which is about 1,800 people or so. But this is 90,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And that's I don't see how that's just an exercise. Like, how do you mobilize 90,000 for an exercise?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm sure they might be doing exercises of some kind. But yeah, you don't put 90,000 people together for a military exercise like this. This is a show of force.
It's positioning. It's strategic.
It's positioning. Exactly.
Yeah. That's scary stuff, man. I will say, in my business, in my industry, we in the last 18 months, we've seen a significant rise in purchases for medical products and a huge backlog and delay and out of stock because of the buildup in Europe. So a lot of assets and a lot of resources have been going over there. That has affected my industry. So this is definitely unnerving when I see stuff like this and knowing, what's going on in the medical industry.
All around, we've said this before. I think we're repeating ourselves, but fuck this shit.
Yeah.
We do not need to go to war with Russia over a fucking corrupt ass fucking piece of shit regime in Ukraine.
Yep.
That is not our fucking fight. Fuck all this shit. One single fucking U.S. troop dies in this motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking lose it. This is bullshit. We do not need to be involved in this. Go ahead, Jesse.
No, all this is the elites protecting their money laundering country. That's all this is. This is nothing more than World War I and a bunch of pissing contests between a bunch of royals and fucking what's the other word for them? They're not all royals. What are they like? The guys that are all the
aristocracy.
The oligarchs.
Yes, aristocracy. That's what I was looking for. Aristocracy. Thank you, Tiff. Because all the lords and and that's how these people view themselves, right? They view us as they're our betters, so they lord over us. They want us all to be serfs, and that's exactly what this is. They're trying to send all their serfs to war so that way they can continue to pretend that they're the good people while they launder all their money through a corrupt ass place like Ukraine. Yep, exactly. That's all this is.
And guess who's funding that? Just like the UN. It's not them fucking selves. It's the goddamn citizens of the fucking United States because we need to stop giving them fucking money.
Not our circus. Not our monkeys. Not our circus.
Yeah, somebody should tell that to the Dan Crenshaws and the Nikki Haleys of the world.
Oh, I
There's the
fucking
neocon.
hate
Warhawks.
one eye McCain. One eye
Yeah,
McCain.
Warmongering
I bet
asshole, neocon, rhino fucking Republican asshole. Fucking, ugh.
They
Well, they're
are
all
absolute in their commitment to intervention and
Taxation is theft.
require our necessity to contribute to world democracy or whatever. I'm so fucking tired of it.
Yep.
I don't think any of them got the memo. The Cold War's been over for about 30 years now.
I don't even think there was a fucking Cold War. I don't believe shit anymore.
But that's the problem. So many of them are still living in that exact same mentality that yes, America's supposed to be the policeman of the world. We're supposed to push back against all of these bad guys everywhere, and Russia's the big bad. And except it's supposed to be. It used to be communism's the big bad. Until China turned out to be a bunch of communists, and they also love funneling all their money through there and getting all of their kickbacks. And it doesn't help that Dan Crenshaw and Nikki Haley were both listed on the World Economic Forums, like great leaders of tomorrow. Several times. So, I mean, that just tells you everything you should know. But yeah, Dan Crenshaw and all the rest of these Warhawks are a piece of shit. Anybody that's willing to
You were right the first time. Warhacks.
Yeah.
Warhacks.
Freudian
Warhacks.
Slip, even though Freud himself was a fraud.
Yeah, Freud was a fraud. Talk about somebody who had some
irony.
serious mommy. Somebody had some really serious mommy issues.
Yeah, he wanted to bone his mom, didn't he?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking weird. That's what cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He had an Oedipus complex. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, that's where all that shit. That's where a lot of his psychology shit based on. He's like all girls want to marry their fathers, and all boys want to marry their mothers. Yeah, it was really fucking creepy.
Yeah, they want to have all girls want to all girls want to marry their father. All boys want to have sex with their mother.
Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, it was really fucking
but
creepy.
You're right. It's funny that back when Bush, that dickhead, was in office, these are the same people who were sitting there saying Bush committed war crimes, right? They we're so anti-war, and now they want us to go
no
over
blood
there.
for oil.
Yeah, throw American lives for bullshit, for something that's not our business. It's not our responsibility. But yeah.
Yeah, you know why? Because they all got conditioned. Russia bad. Putin bad. We need to fight Putin. That's all it is.
Russian interference. He's a Trump puppet. Trump and him are buddies, so Russia, Putin bad.
I want to Russia could fucking attack fucking North Korea, and these idiots would probably say we need to fucking protect North Korea.
That's actually
they don't need Russia to attack. They already are doing that. Some of them. They love to emulate fucking commies and dictatorships and say that Trump is the fascist.
Oh, it's always because they try to one of the old rules, and I think it's actually from the book Rules for Radicals by Saul Alinsky. And if you've never read that book, I highly recommend it. It'll make you very sad and angry at the exact same time. Sad for the fact that somebody ever had this mentality and hated the world so much that they had to write this book, and irritated because you'll know everything that's in this book is exactly what's going on right now. But that's always their thing, is they accuse the other side of what they're already doing.
Yep.
Yeah. So that way, when the other side discovers what they're doing, and even has the proof for it, well, it doesn't matter. The narrative is already out there. The horse is already out of the barn, and they can go, well, they're just trying to accuse us of what we already said they're doing. None of that stuff's true. None of that's a lie. And when you have the media when you have the legacy media completely and totally, in lockstep and toe with you, well, then they're never going to prove anything to the mass populace. But that's also why the mass populace doesn't trust any of the legacy media anymore. Ask your average person out there anymore. Who do you trust more? Fox News, if they're a Republican, or even in this cases, in Democrats, in some cases, do you trust CNN more, or do you trust your favorite liberal talking head on YouTube or Twitch or wherever? And more often than not, if they're under 50, they're going to say the talking head that they found online versus anybody that's part of corporate or legacy media anymore too. And I think that might actually be a good sign.
Yeah, it's funny, but you've seen it the past year, maybe even two. The legacy media, the trust in them has just dropped so much. All the kind of, whenever they're trying to put up their wall, they used to work so well, long as they all stayed in lockstep, you'd have people believe them. It's all falling apart. Like J6, the belief on that has completely reversed. You have people who before were believing the crap that they were spewing, now are turning against this, saying, look, it doesn't seem like this was, a real thing. It was all made up. This wasn't an insurrection. All these things, you're hearing about that more. So I think that they're actually starting to lose some of their power. And, got to be happy about that.
Yeah, I just wish they would get those political prisoners out of there that have been there for like 3 years. That's fucking wrong, man.
Hey, what was it? What was it? The guy we all knew was a Fed the whole fucking time? I can't remember his name right now.
Oh,
$500 fine. Ray Epps.
Yeah, Ray Epps. We always knew he was a Fed, and then
probation.
Which they charge him. So to prove he's not a Fed, and gets the weakest sentence.
Meanwhile, there's people that are just rotting in prison, no bail right now.
Yep.
Solitary.
Haven't even had trial yet.
Still, you got fucking what's his face from Infowars got put in there for 2 months because he was standing outside with a loudspeaker, and in part of his trial even said they included in his trial words that he said online after the incident happened and used that as evidence to put him in jail for two fucking months. He did nothing. Didn't go inside the building. Didn't encourage anyone to go in there. Did nothing of the sort. But he still had to go in solitary confinement in federal fucking prison for 2 months. I mean, my God, you want to talk about fucking police state? We absolutely fucking are there. Where was that Blue Cord Devil chat? So he says, my niece's husband is, I'm assuming, en route over there. Won't say what his unit is to protect his unit. He says they don't even have ammo for the artillery. I'm assuming that's what he's saying. Here's the thing, though. So my unit, the 173rd, when we were in Germany one time for a training exercise, the Ivory Coast incident went down, I think in like 01, 02, where there was an embassy that they needed to get some students out of there because there was an uprising over there. The unit doesn't need to bring ammo. So like the 173rd didn't bring ammo. We were on training exercise, but there's ammo in there, and we were preparing to go. Instead, the Army sent special operations instead, but we were getting ready. Like we were fucking being issued ammo and all that, and we're getting ready to go. Then we had to stand down. So the unit doesn't have to go with ammo. I guarantee there's an ammo depot in Poland where they can get issued ammo if shit goes down. And I tried doing research too. I can't find any information on units that are going over, but it's very obvious we do have American troops, but they're just keeping it very secret right now and who's going, because I can't find any info on that. What are you saying, Tiff?
I'm not reading that as him saying that he's on his way. Like, maybe Blue Cord can clarify, but I read that as he's already over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of units already over there. So I do know that there's a shortage on munitions, on certain munitions. So maybe that's what that's what they're reporting, because we basically busted our load with all of the crap we gave to Ukraine in the first place. So now we're suffering
and left behind in other places.
Left behind in fucking Afghanistan.
Earlier. Yeah, we shipped all that shit to Ukraine. That's why we ain't got nothing. But hey, it's great for Boeing's stock. And it's great for Lockheed's stock because look at all the new shit that they've got to produce now. Because we just accidentally misplaced it to Ukraine.
It's not great for Boeing planes, but that's for different.
Well, that's that's a whole different situation.
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother thing. I thought about bringing that up as a topic too. Now this
and
is
then I just did. My bad.
No, it's not a problem. I want to talk about it anyways. Like I thought about flying down to Orlando, and I'm like, no. I immediately clicked in my mind. I'm not flying anything. Until it's
fucking out Vegas, I'm like, I'll drive.
Until it's fucking, I'm not gonna call it DEI. It's DIE, especially when you got DIE in the fucking airline industry. Again, for this, if you guys out there don't know, diversity, inclusion, and equity is being put into not just the airlines, but also the airline industry where they're building the fucking planes. So you have fucking diversity, inclusion, and equity people who are being put into positions to build the planes, keep the planes running, and fly the planes who are not as qualified as people who should be in that position, only because they're in the position because of their diversity, equity, and inclusion. So now you have people who are operating these things And these things, they're sucking. They've already said that there was some statement being put out there that if you have an unqualified DIE person to pilot the plane, they will always make sure that there's somebody experienced there to basically babysit them.
Can you imagine being that person? Like, essentially, you've been demoted.
Yeah, to
for
babysit
this person.
Yeah,
that is a diversity hire
because of
them.
Yep, because of their genitalia or the color of their skin. Mm-hmm.
And who they fuck.
And what's funny about
what's
funny about that, coming as a guy that did aircraft maintenance for fucking 11 years, 10 years, it's one of those things that it's like, this is what happens when you hire engineers that are straight out of college. They have no experience. And then, like you said, you add the DIE, all the die stuff on top of it, right? Because then you have, now all these chicks that normally would not have qualified for an engineering degree or would not have made it through the rigorous testing to even get into the engineering program. Well, now because of all these immutable characteristics, like where they like to stick their genitalia and what these immutable characteristics about their skin tone say about them. Now all of a sudden they're getting into these engineering programs. They're designing planes, they're designing sections of these planes. And because just like in the media and just like in Hollywood, these older people are terrified of losing their jobs, so they don't say anything about it and they'll just sign shit off. Because I'll tell you right now, in aircraft maintenance and actual maintenance, females don't want to do the job. Females want those cushy engineering Q&A jobs because they get to sit in an air conditioning office all day and get to make men feel uncomfortable because you've got a fucking woman in your office that's filled with a bunch of former aircraft mechanics. Guess what? We don't talk very nice. Okay. And so it's like, but on the floor, no, it's 99% male as far as the maintenance. So it's the engineering, it's the engineers, and it's the pilots in these situations all the time, especially the engineers. Because I'll tell you right now, what's happened with these planes is not a maintenance issue. That's an engineering issue. A door does not blow off because somebody didn't put a few rivets in right. A door blows off because some engineer somewhere severely fucked up on all their calculations and all their math.
Because they don't. Hey, don't knock that 100-mile-per-hour tape, man. That shit works. That's those pilots in Vietnam.
Dude, I've seen speed tape and some fucking B-half save some shit and get it off the ground and get it home. You're in the desert, dude. I had one of my buddies. He had to use especially in the early years when it was hard to get material over there. Like it was a one-time flight repair. This thing was full of bullet holes, and we just needed to get it to the next depot station. He's like, this thing's got this giant ass fucking hole in the cargo, and it's like, I need an aluminum can, some pop rivets, and a whole shit ton of sealant.
Nice.
This has only got to go once.
Dude, that's some scary shit to look out the window and see 100-mile-an-hour tape on the wing or whatever.
Right.
Whatever kind of tape they use. And you're like, well, it's crazy though. You're right though. Now, like thinking about flying anywhere, I'm apprehensive.
I just won't do it.
I've never have been.
I love flying, but now I'm like,
not a chance.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fucking not with this fucking DIE shit going on. And also on top of this is another great point right here. This is what someone's talking about. Yeah, they're saying like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna have somebody babysit. What if there's a situation you need to have a flight go out and you don't have that babysitter? Now you got two fucking DIE people flying a fucking plane in charge of fucking 300 souls on board.
And it doesn't help either that they lost like 30% of their workforce when they decided to put the shop mandate out.
Yep, I was going to bring
all those experienced pilots and all of that nonsense. They lost a bunch of experienced pilots. They lost a bunch of experienced
United.
Yeah, a bunch of stewards and stewardesses. You lost a bunch of very experienced ones there. I mean, you've noticed we've had an occurrence lately of like even the stewardess and stewards freaking out on people. You've had pilots freaking out on people. That's because these are people that should have never been hired to begin with. But guess what? When you've got 5 million vacancies and you've got a bunch of dumbasses that are willing to do exactly what the government tells you, then they're willing to go, yes, sir, hire me. I'll do it.
Pack your own shoots, man. Yep, that's what I said when I saw that the hole in the fucking plane. Oh, whole world's a drop zone, buddy. It's all right. Airborne.
This is going back past just the jobs. It was the same thing with college. You have so many of these colleges holding spaces for black students, and they let them in on these lower grades. And the problem is that once they get in there, if they're not prepared for the level you need to be for college, you just end up dropping out. So you have these young black kids who are going into college because they're offered these, opportunities, even though they're not prepared, they're not ready. They take student loans out, and then they end up dropping out after a year, but they still owe that $6,000 in student loan.
Yeah, that's something Larry Elders brought up a lot. Is affirmative action has really harmed the black community because you've placed these kids in schools that they don't belong in, that they can't excel in, that they can't succeed in. Whereas if it wasn't for affirmative action, they would have got into a college that would have been more fitting for them, would have been more at their level, and they could have succeeded and done well. And and for a lot less money. Yep.
Yeah, my sister, she's been to college, been in college for a while here. And she'll tell you, not all colleges are equal on how much work you have to do. She was doing a college down in the Central Valley there. The teachers loved her. She was the best in the class, got all these accolades. Everyone, they thought she hung the moon and the stars. She went to Berkeley, and it blew her mind, the difference in what education she needed, So yeah, every school's not created equal. You can go to one community college or this college and you'll fit in perfectly and you'll be able to achieve and you'll be able to get that degree. You go to this college and it'll be so tough you'll drop out because you just can't handle it. So yeah, it's like you were saying, Jesse, don't put these kids in a college they're not ready for, that they're not prepared for, that they're not built for, and put them up for failure. Yep. Build them for success. Put them somewhere where they can achieve and they can find a future.
Yeah, Tom W. Didn't I see something about CEO United Airlines doing direction? He is a drag queen. He is an open fucking drag queen.
He's a terrible drag queen.
Terrible, yeah.
Really bad.
Not passable at all.
It's not even that he's not passable.
The CEO of an entire fucking airline. You are taking your life. You are putting your life in this motherfucker's hands if you fly United.
I actually brought this up on the last stream that I was on where we talked about this.
Oh, which one? Of the many that you've been on, which one? I'm kidding. God, please go ahead. This fucking superstar on YouTube. Huge.
Fucking lost my point. God damn you.
Talking about the CEO's airline.
What he's recently done, or if he's just worried about losing his job because he's actually a straight white male, so he's deciding that he's such a bad drag queen that maybe it's because he's not actually a drag queen, but he needs to check a box so he can keep his job.
Could be
like the Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner situation. Oh, I just ran somebody over with my car. I'm a chick. Woman of the year. It's fine.
Yeah, and I talk about the airlines too. I remember, if anybody doesn't remember the advertisement Delta was putting out. Delta put out a fucking ad with these fucking drag queens. Like trans is clearly a fucking dude wearing heels and like entire fucking ad. This big fucking diversity of fucking women, black people, trans, all this shit. Like if you think that they just want to promote their fucking stewardesses, whatever. I don't fucking care if that's sexist or whatnot. With this shit, then what do you think they're gonna do with their fucking pilots and their mechanics? You think they're not gonna go into that shit too? I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. I'd probably trust fucking Spirit Airline more than any of these other motherfuckers at this point, because I don't think I've seen any of them pushing that fucking DIE shit yet.
Well, and the aircraft mechanics are hurting too, because especially in the last few weeks, I've been getting 2 to 3 phone calls a day because of how desperate the aircraft mechanics are right now out there. And it's everything. It's military, it's commercial, it's all of it. Like they're hurting and maintenance has always been something that's been hard to fill to begin with, because it's especially if you're working commercial, you have to go through an FAA license, and that shit is like 2 years of nonstop schooling, like year round, if you really want to get it done fast. The tests are extremely hard. Like it's not an easy job to get into and do properly and do well. And God help us, like anybody that's ever seen Atlas Shrugged and has ever seen like the movie, and you see them like tearing apart the planes, and the only reliable transportation and getting things around becomes rail service because of how bad things are getting. Like that didn't actually happen in the books because it was so far back, but they kind of modernized it in the movie to be able to kind of give you that perspective. That's why the railway was so important. Like we're getting to that point now where it might be safer to trust freaking Amtrak ran by the government than it is to fly in one of these freaking planes by these commercial commercial services, and that's scary.
To be fair, if I was offered a $100,000 job a year and all I had to do was put a dress on and sing Barbra Streisand, I'd probably do it. Just saying.
That doesn't surprise me at all with you. You have no shame. You have no shame. I appreciate
no
it.
shame, but
Can't
I don't
spell
think
it.
I mean, what was it he'd do for $1 million?
Oh, he said he'd happily suck a dick.
No, it was
For
the
$1 million?
panels.
Huh?
Don't we have that clip, or is it only on Dermy's?
I don't have that here.
Oopsie.
No,
Oopsie.
yeah. Lucky devil.
He will do it for $1 million. Anyways,
Of the entire panel.
I still hold that everyone would.
Jeremy would do it for free.
Dermy does do it for free.
Devil specifically said that he would suck all y'all's dicks for $1 million on panel.
Yep. I still hold, like I said.
I mean,
untaxed. Hell no. Government ain't getting none of my dick sucking money.
Taxation is theft.
Yeah, because if you're getting $1 million, you're sucking a dick. They're taking 33%, dude. You're
unless
getting
Biden's coming down and take some of that.
And that honestly, in this economy, that $700K ain't gonna get you very far, man. That's all I'm saying.
Apparently, it's not gay if it's for his porn career.
all you gotta say is taking his money is homophobic, and then they'll probably gladly just let you keep it.
Yeah, okay.
That's Bidenomics for you.
Point that out because otherwise people think there's something to that. It's a game.
We're gonna dig into this.
It's a game.
Are we gonna dig into your fucking want to suck a dick for $1 million?
No.
She said my porn career. I'm not gonna say I'm not important, but I'm in the game. I was saying my pirate was gay for pay. It was, and she broke off the engagement, y'all. She broke my heart. Now I've been walking around listening to Air Supply.
Oh, God.
Sporadically crying.
And he's trying to say he's not gay, guys. I don't understand. You just Air Supply?
Gay! I don't even know what Air Supply is. That's how straight I am.
I know it's a band.
I only know Air Supply.
I didn't even know that.
Hey, we know how straight you
rom-com.
are, common nerd, because you have like 23 kids. So
yes,
no
24. Get it right, Rob. 24. We had 23 last month. We got 24 this month now.
He's almost got a platoon. Better recognize.
Work my way towards there.
Now the only song he can listen to is Rubber Ducky.
Jet, what would you guys do if this is your kid?
Knock the shit out of him.
Exactly what this dude does.
Okay. Now, if you guys haven't seen it yet, let me see in chat. What? Yeah, look at the fucking eyeliner, the fucking the bleached hair. He's obviously doing something on TikTok. Let me see a chat. What would you guys do if this is your kid? Has anyone on the panel not seen this yet?
I've seen it. Yeah,
no.
Unfortunately,
I haven't seen this.
Look at the eyes. Yeah, look at it.
What the fuck, Dad?
When I first saw this, I thought it was that Eliza Blue chick. Like I thought it was a chick that looked like her. And then when it like spills everywhere, I'm like, oh, that is a dude. Damn it.
No shit. Gotta watch that again.
What the fuck, Dad?
And it's like, like God.
That is literally the definition, and I do mean this in the most proper term ever. That is literally the most strange and unusual, the most queer thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I mean, that is just the definition of queer. You ain't lying.
There was someone in the comments when Alf shared this that said, "Oh, he spilled his gender fluid."
This
I had commented with, I wonder if it scared him straight.
man, we're gonna look
But I still
back
like
on
the
this.
gender fluid one better.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna look back on this in like 5-10 years, something like that, and just look at this as the darkest, pathetic time. It,
I hope so.
Yeah,
it's gonna take more than 5 years. Definitely like 20 years from now, people are gonna look back on this and be like, "Wow, the 60s and 70s was really fucking reasonable compared."
I just hope we can be the ones that
2020s.
write the history books so we can make fun of it to no end.
Oh,
in
we already
the
are.
history books of the schools. Like, this was the stupidest fucking almost
the worst generation.
No, it's gonna
baguette.
Yep.
I think it's one of those situations we're going to look back at media and entertainment and like the culture in general. And we're going to be like, yeah, they had it rough in the dark ages because of all the disease and the death. But we literally had the cultural dark ages between about 2000. You could probably argue 2010, but I'd say probably 2015. And I'd say it's probably going to last until about 2030. So we're going to have a 15 to 20 year like period here, which is going to be like the dark ages of the culture. And like, we're going to look back at the media and entertainment of this era. No one's ever going to talk about it. Nobody's ever going to like, all they're going to do is use it as a lesson to go, yeah, we should probably never, ever do that. Because one of two things is either going to happen. Either the institutions are going to change their ways because they can't survive going ahead the way they're going, or the institutions are going to completely and totally collapse because the main street audience, the average person, the common man, the common nerd out there doesn't support this nonsense. And guess what? If you don't have the support of the general populace, you don't have any money. That's just how things go. And they don't understand that. Well, it is starting to show. There's a lot of places that it's starting to show.
I hope so, man. Like one of you guys mentioned back in the 60s. So back in the 60s, it was like a small select group. It was like all those wacky hippies.
Yeah.
But now it's not just the wacky whatever. It's everybody who's bought into it because of social pressure. It's everyday people. It's academia. It's the C-suites, it's entertainment, it's everywhere. And I don't know if it's as simple as it was in the 60s with the wacky hippies. This is
It's a different beast.
Yeah, this is a whole nother level of
it's it's leftist, but it's a whole new type of leftist though.
Well, those crazy hippies from the 60s took over the institutions.
Well, here's the thing. The problem is every generation of older people can't understand the one below it. That's very common, not a big thing. Like you said, the hippies. The problem we have now is that the hippies were when you got into high school and you were about to get out and you started, I'm not going to think like my parents and stuff. You didn't have freaking 12-year-old hippies. The hippies were after you got in college or you got out of high school and stuff. Now we're having them try to feed this freaking crap to kids as young as 5, 6, telling them that they're gender queer, they're non-binary and that kind of crap. We're having them push this fucking retard crap on young children, indoctrinated into this crap. So it's a lot different and it's creepy. It's fucking just straight.
Well, okay, so look. Okay, so you guys got to remember the generations here. So the hippies of the 70s breeded the millennial generation. All right, my parents were fucking hippies from the 70s. Now, unfortunately, I'm the first year millennial. I still don't count myself as a millennial. Thank God, I especially went to the army and learned not how to be a fucking hippie dumbass. But the millennial generation is where it got started to be really fucking bad. But now the kids that are coming out now, the fucking Gen Zs, are the product of the millennials. So it's bad enough that when the millennials came out, now millennials are running a lot of the shit now. But now they're breeding the Gen Z. And that's even these are the ones that are really coming out with all the fucking generation fucking queer, basically, is what we should call it.
That video we just watched.
Exactly. Yes, that kid right there was breeded by a fucking millennial family. That is how the fucking generations broke down right there. You went from the hippies of the 70s to the millennials, and now the kids that are coming out, like that little fucker right there, the baguette is the fucking product of the millennial generation.
Yeah.
But no, they're not, because I'm a millennial and none of my children are old enough to do that. Those
You're
are
a
the product-
young
those- no,
millennial, dude.
Those Adam, how old are you?
Dude, the millennials right now.
No, but the thing,
I'm
Generation
42
X,
years old. I'm 42 years old. All of my fucking buddies have kids that are graduating college.
majority of the millennials were raised by boomers. That's what everybody always forgets. It's not it's not Gen X that raised Y. It's the boomers that raised millennials, and Gen X are raising the Gen Zers now. Like,
okay, you're going into semantics here. It's like that's besides the point.
So he's in his 40s. I'm in my 30s. We're both millennials, is his point.
The generation expands well over a decade. It's a long period, dude.
Right. I know that, but that's the thing is you're talking about that kid was raised by a millennial. That kid is too old to have been raised by a millennial.
He's not. I could have a 20-year-old kid, dude.
I have a 15-year-old kid.
Millennial.
My friends have 20, 21-year-old kids. My friends who are millennials have kids that can drink now.
Yeah. Like, because had I had kids at 20 years old, I'd have a 15-year-old. Well, later this year. Like,
yeah.
And that is Gen Z. Gen Z is now in their fucking 20s.
I'll tell you where we went wrong with the millennials. The participation trophies.
Yeah.
We stopped
exactly.
freaking
Yes.
having people say, I want to be the best. I want to work. I want to make myself better. And we started saying you don't have to. You can just accept your mediocrity. And that was the first step that was taken to really
I would just like to state that those are like the tail end of millennials that got those, because I didn't have those. Technically, my brother's 2 years older than me and he had them. So like it depended. Like, I don't know.
It just you're incorrect. Like it wasn't extremely widespread, and especially wasn't like in the news as being a bad thing. But I even recall back when I was in a like 5th grade fucking bowling league. I can't remember why. It's like a thing in our school if you want to go bowling. And every single fucking kid got a trophy. I was so proud of my trophy, and I know I still have it in storage for 21st place.
So I would like to clarify that doesn't make me incorrect.
I'm not lying. I thought I was fucking really good at bowling because I got a trophy for 21st place.
It just wasn't widespread.
Yes.
That does not make me incorrect.
Well, that's
I
the other thing
didn't
too.
have it, and I'm 10 years younger than you.
Well, no, it does. It just wasn't widespread. But you're saying that it wasn't happening. I'm telling you, it was even when I was in 5th grade.
I was saying me, it didn't happen. So it was happening after, like more widespread. After.
You're getting so sensitive, Tiff. God. I thought Marines had tough skin.
I was clarifying because you're apparently slow.
And it's
I just pulled up the date or the ages of millennials is 27 to 42 right now is a millennial.
That was year one.
So 40, like a 42-year-old definitely
could have a 20.
has those 20-year-old kids or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. I still want fucking millennial, fucking millennial, fuck.
What the hell was that?
I hate the fact that really.
You're punching yourself.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking millennial. It makes me want to punch myself because I fucking hate millennials.
I thought you were having a seizure.
You forgot to take the dick out of your mouth before you started talking.
It's Tourette's.
Like,
I'm pretty sure I had Tourette's.
Would you rather be the generation that sat around and allowed all of this to this to happen, or would you rather be part of the generation that's actually trying to fix it?
Well, that's not the topic at hand. Obviously, you know the answer.
I'm just like, so because I mean, you got to think about it. Like the millennial, what was it? The millennials were was it the Gen Y, or was it the new ones?
There is no Gen Y anymore. No, I was supposed to be in Gen Y, but they got rid of it. We got roped into the millennial generation.
I meant like Zoomers or whatever, the ones that are supposed to come after millennials, whatever these new ones are.
Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z, and then now we're on to Gen Alpha, I think is what the next one
is. Another generation coming out already?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to think about it. Yeah, because they do it like every 20, 30 years or something like that.
Yeah. There's no set amount. Really so here's what it is these fucking academics decide basically that there is a certain time period where a group of people separates themselves based on different situations. So like, that's why when they created the millennial generation, we were the ones who were raised in the first generation of the computer age. And they decided that was those of us who were born in 81 was where we started. Which my birth year. And so then just like jumps up to whatever fucking Gen Z, wherever they categorize these fuckers because of the fucking internet or some shit, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, because I know.
But you're right. It is approximately like around 20 so years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it does. It varies. It absolutely varies.
Yeah.
It says Gen Z stopped in 2009 and we're in Gen Alpha from 2010 to 2024.
Gen Z stopped in 2009?
Yeah, that's what this
Holy
says.
That's when they stopped being born. That's when they stopped being born.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So
Holy shit.
Year.
So we've had Gen Alpha being born since 2009. I had no idea.
That's 4 years after I graduated.
That's when I got out of the army. That makes me.
That's when I went into the military.
We're so old.
Oh my god!
I hate this. Can we change the topic?
Yes, we can. I still feel.
Let's go back to war.
I still feel good that a bartender the other day told me I look like I'm 31, so I feel good about that at least.
Dude, I got carded buying wine today. That made me feel really nice. And
after we're off the show, we're all gonna go to the old people's home and start eating rice pudding and
that is
I'm gonna go sit out on my front lawn and yell at the kids to get off my grass. What the hell?
You guys want to talk about weather?
I was actually going to go to the next serious topic because I already did the funny video, but now we just got done talking about all this depressing shit. So let's go to another funny thing, or at least entertaining. Big shout out to Horny Alf for reposting this. I'm sure a lot of you already saw this.
The shit was glorious.
What's this guy's name?
I might have heard about
it. Strickland.
Chad.
Sean.
Just call him. I don't. Just not Chad. But he is a Chad. I'm pretty sure I even saw somebody like I don't know how serious what somebody was saying like Trump should make him vice president and invite the VP. But for those
Sean Strickland is
Sean Strickland.
I knew it.
Fucking this is how you handle the fucking media. God bless the UFC. God bless Dana White who controls the UFC to let these motherfuckers say what they want to say because this shit is golden.
Can we just appreciate his shirt first?
Oh yeah, his shirt says "A woman in every kitchen, a gun in every hand." Oh yeah.
Like not enough people are just talking about the glorious shirt that he's fucking wearing.
Oh, I mean the shirt alone is fucking great. He's base as fuck, dude. And what I love especially is it's just gonna trigger so many people, especially the woman in the kitchen thing. But fuck them. That's why this is so great, dude. But so he's talking to a Canadian reporter. I'm assuming this is in Canada, and yes, it said that on purpose. So yeah,
I call it too, Adam. It's
check this. All right, check this out.
We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said if I had a gay son, I would think I'd.
Oh, look, another. I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
Champion, you become a star, and someone.
Let me ask you something. Are you gay? No, are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay.
Oh,
if you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're like, you're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic, and the fact that you have no fucking backbone. And has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Fuck on, man.
That doesn't really answer the question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship.
Happy little
You
smirk.
go so hard on Bud Light.
Yeah, let's comment on that. I mean, I already got to give a fucking crowd shit.
Like he's
for
just
that.
giggling to himself.
Keep playing though. Oh god. Based as fuck, man. Love it.
Mike has bad knees.
Yes.
Saying you're an you're an ally is gayer than actually sucking dick.
It's just like you're calling yourself a male feminist. Like saying you're an ally equates to I'm a male feminist. It turns off every woman you're trying to get your dick into.
Except for the ones that know they can treat you like except for AOC, where they know you'll wear sandals in public with socks and be a total little cuck for them.
Uh-huh. All right, let's let us play. He does do right. He lets him fucking talk for a bit here, but let's watch this.
They'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what and will know what they stand for.
This guy's like, hey, this Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of fucking you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your fucking bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what? You're right. Fucking chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could fuck in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there.
Yes!
One of my favorite parts is when he calls him, you're an infection, because there's this like guttural tone to his voice that like changes and shows how much of a man he is. Like, it's really hard to explain. If you go back to him saying you're an infection, you can hear just this tiny little like vibrato to his voice. It just deepens and it just shows that he is a man, and that thing out there in the crowd is a little bitch that is nothing beneath his shoe. Like, it is the best thing ever. Ah.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's one of the best fucking. Yeah, that's how you fucking handle media, man. That's how you handle media. I mean, same thing here. Like, we've had a couple of trolls pop in here, and we'll never back down. We will never fucking bow down, back down, fucking apologize or anything. Call these fuckers out for what they are. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that little fucking bitch, man. What's up, Nick Weiser?
Hey,
dude, totally fucking forgot, man. I think we already passed. Rob, we were doing, Nick has been doing reviews of Rambo movies, and I was on his show for Rambo 2. And Rob, you actually got called out. Somebody said they wanted you to come on for Rambo 3, and I actually fucking forgot to pass that on.
Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Nick, if you're still gonna do Rambo 4, see if Rob, if you want to do it.
Yeah,
I'll get you.
I fucking love Rambo.
Rambo is amazing.
I haven't seen Rambo 2 in so I bought the clips. I bought all the movies like when I was a cherry private back in like 01. So I mean, I hadn't been in the army for like more than a year, hadn't deployed or anything. Watched all of them, and I don't think I've watched any of them since. And holy fuck, I thought that my memories of them was Rambo 4 when it's just super fucking cheesy. He like jumps to a fucking helicopter, the hind, and I mean, it's like the craziest fucking shit. But Rambo 2, oh my God, it was so fucking like so real. And especially I told Nick about the documentary Sly on Netflix. Never knew Sylvester Stallone wrote these fucking movies.
How did you not know that?
I just never did. I never knew he actually wrote these. And not only that, but for Rambo, for First Blood, at least, they didn't talk about Rambo 2, but for First Blood, he did legit real research talking to Vietnam vets to get down their emotions, to get the understanding of PTSD, to make it so realistic. And like I said, I never went back and watched them since actually being in combat. So I never had the appreciation for it. And now looking back, oh my God, this is the best shit ever.
So you're telling me you don't know about the comic book and that Drinker wrote the prequel to Rambo and that whole thing?
No,
I don't know about that.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Yep, should be right back. So go get it.
Yeah, that's why I
Drinker's big on
love
that
First Blood, man. Rambo 1 was, dude, I can watch that movie every single time it comes on.
I got to go back and watch that. I only went and watched Rambo 2 because that was on demand for on DirecTV, so I'm gonna have to find a way to watch First Blood again. Where is Blue Cordell? He says he's okay, yeah, here is Blue Cord. I hope you're still in, buddy. Still holding out. I think I still got a few left for that credit for that $500 super chat. He popped in a couple weeks ago. So he says, take a shot. I'm out for the night, bud. Thank you so much, Blue Cord Devil. I'm happy to take all these shots in honor of that. And let's go ahead and mushroom stamp Dermy for one last shot for you. Thank you very much, Blue Cord Devil.
Wait. I wanted to. This was brought up. You didn't jump on a helicopter when you were in the fucking army, dude?
No, also didn't use black powder to cauterize any wounds. No,
You didn't have explosive tipped arrows.
Nope, didn't have explosive tipped arrows. No, they didn't issue those to us in Luris. Maybe in 75th Ranger Regiment. I know.
No.
What you got there?
I didn't know I was on call with a woman.
A New Kind of War. So this is a prequel. So this is actually Rambo in.
No, this is Troutman's story. His commanding officer.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it was written by Will Jordan.
Who's Will Jordan?
The Critical Drinker.
That's Critical Drinker. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is great. I freaking love it.
I don't follow Critical Drinker. I see him when he's on.
It was on FNT when they talked about it.
I must have missed that episode. She's so angry.
But there's.
I knew about the book, Tiff. It's okay. I remember
know
hearing about
did.
it. I didn't get it, but I actually do remember hearing about him talking about that quite a lot.
And then, so this is the prequel to it, but there's also a comic that's about Rambo. That's just not out yet, but it was part of the same campaign type thing.
Nice.
That's cool.
Very cool. Nick, if you're still in chat, let us know. Yeah, sounds like Rob is down to be on. If you want, in any case, I'll make sure I'll put you guys in contact. Rob, send me a DM to remind me, dude. I know you guys are so fucking bad about that.
The reason I brought that up is because Sly is involved in the comic book and the prequel and everything.
Oh,
so
shit.
That's why I was surprised that you didn't know that he wrote Rambo, because of the comic book that's coming out.
The comic books that I didn't know existed. Yeah. Yep.
So you saying that you didn't know he wrote the scripts for Rambo cued me into the fact that, does that mean you didn't know about the comic book?
Correct. Mr. Reese apparently is saying that Dixon is not Critical Drinker.
It literally
is. It is Critical Drinker. Okay.
Yes.
Critical Drinker has really been getting around. I saw he even did an interview with fucking, let's say Jew boy.
Dixon might be the one that wrote the Rambo.
Shapiro, yes. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. Yeah. I knew somebody was gonna know who I was talking about.
Maybe don't call him Jew boy.
Oh.
I'm not degrading the Jews. I'm saying that it's to be funny. I have nothing against the Jews. Just
so you're not Dermy, got it.
I'm definitely not gay. Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, you don't have to apologize, dude. Like this, everybody's so fucking walking on eggshells for making little jokes, man.
And that's why I do it. Fuck that. I'm not gonna be politically correct. I'm not gonna be woke. I'm not gonna let anybody fucking censor me.
Yeah.
I got a friend.
Where's Lawrence? We need our black boy.
Yeah. I've got a friend here, bartender. I know she's aware of my show, but I know she doesn't watch it, so I know she's not gonna. I made a comment one time. I said fucktard. I was talking about somebody. I said, man, this fucktard, and she did this weird thing. She grabbed my cheek and flicked it. Like, what the fuck? And she went on to explain that she used to use the word retard as a joke until somebody pointed out that she had an uncle who apparently was mentally disabled. And ever since then, she corrects people. It wasn't the fact that she fucking flicked me. I literally just walked away stunned and didn't say anything because I'm like, don't fucking tell me what I can and can't say.
That's retarded. Guess what?
That's retarded. Yes.
I have a brother who's mentally retarded. And I'm saying it. And I'm not talking about the one in the wheelchair.
Okay.
His brains are fine. I have another brother. I have one that's physically disabled and I have one that's mentally disabled.
You're surrounded by them.
I mean, Tiff's somewhere right in the middle, so that explains a lot.
Yeah. I knew it was coming, so it's fine.
But no, I mean, I'm the same way. Like my little brother's is like on the, well, it used to be Asperger's, but now everything's on the autism spectrum or some bullshit like that. Whatever. I don't fucking care. But either way, like my brother's mentally fucking, retarded, like legitimately, like, by the actual definition. He has issues with social skills. He doesn't like looking you in the eye, but he's got also very incredible talents in other areas where he can concentrate on things like nobody else's fucking business. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you're retarded in other ways, and some people are just full-blown retarded all the way, and then some people are a little retarded. And honestly, I think all of us are a little retarded. So what's fucking wrong with the damn word? It's a word.
Some days I'm a lot retarded.
Definition. Yeah, I mean, Adam's almost always retarded. So it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dermy's gay and retarded.
I've had many teachers call me retarded. What the hell?
What was the line that Tom McDonald has in one of his songs? Racism is gay, and if you're offended, that's retarded.
Yeah.
I love that line. I love that line. Racism is gay, and if you're offended, that's retarded. Fucking hell yeah. It's the best shit ever. I should make a bumper sticker of that. Oh, by the way, merchandise is finally rolling, guys. We have officially a logo that we're gonna have Vets Talking, and I was gonna highlight early on. Somebody said don't be butthurt early on, and that's gonna be we got a logo. We're taking Jody over there, the logo in the corner. We got his head just looking straight forward, looking pissed off, straight ahead. And it says, don't get butthurt. You've been warned. Vets Talking underneath. Established 2023. I've got a buddy here who makes T-shirts. Raster Caster made the logo. And it's going to happen, guys. We're going to have a sleeve, American flag on the right side. It's going to be a reverse flag, just like we wear on our uniforms. And it's going to come out. And also, Devil Made Me Do It. And Gal over there made one. It's going to say, the force is fucked, with a female emblem in there and a Star Wars emblem. It's going to happen, guys. So hopefully, I'm hoping that we're going to get this done. We're going to get at least some of them done in the next 2 weeks so I can wear them down to MegaCon. And I know they're not going to be in the store right away, but nonetheless, I'm going to make sure everyone out there who has been minimum two months in the "you went full retard" category, everyone's going to get one for free. Who's in that category for 2 months? And other than that, these T-shirts are going to be on sale hopefully very soon. And also, everyone who's been a regular on here, y'all are getting one too. Just cost you $25 plus shipping and handling. Kidding, no, y'all get one absolutely. Love you guys. So looking forward to that. Can't fucking wait. Finally got some merchandise coming out. Only been talking about forever, but it's been a lot of fucking logistics here and there.
I'm excited for my shirt.
You're gonna get it. I'm gonna look into. Would you care if it was actually like a feminine shirt or like a regular T-shirt?
If you made it a feminine shirt, I would probably kiss you. Do you know how many of these fucking shirts in this realm that are all just dude cut shirts that piss me off, where I have to like take them in so they can be a feminine fucking cut?
Yeah, because I'm sure that it's like, I mean,
I'm in a dude realm, so the cost of doing that is not technically worth it because there's not enough females. So I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, I have curves.
I know you showing them off, and me and Dermy have both got a lot of super chats because of your curves, and we appreciate that very much. But yeah, I mean, I'm at least happy that we have a slightly higher percentage of women who watch this show than the other FNT. We're up around like 25% is female, which I'm hi ladies, really appreciate y'all.
If I ever got big enough to have merch, the first merch I'm going to put out is for women.
Although ladies do like military men, so I'm not shocked at that.
Could be. That could be.
I'm going to have is Devil Made Me Do It logo on a thong.
That only Dermy will buy and he will wear for you on one of your streams.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, that's the day I kill myself.
Duly noted. Message sent to Dermy right now. I love you, Devil.
All right. I had a couple. I had some topics. I know it's gonna be too dry at this point, but let's just go. Let's just talk about this last fucker before we go. Shout out to Alex Jones for putting this out. Hopefully, I didn't just get my channel fucking flagged and taken down for saying that. This fucker right here.
There's a couple of fun things in the private chat to look at too.
What's in the private chat?
I sent the last one I sent was a joke. We were talking about jokes, but it.
Let's play this first, and then we can talk about some funny shit. Like, because this dude deserves to just get ripped into first. So I'm not going to give a background. I'll talk about this. I'll play a video, and then we'll talk about.
Are you concerned that Trump might be elected again?
I think it's very likely, and if it happens, it is likely to be the kind of like the death blow to what remains of the global order.
I'm so sad.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
I'm all about it.
I'm not going to shed a tear.
I do believe this is somebody who's with the World Economic Forum.
Yeah,
It looks like a super
He's going to
villain.
spin it like it's some sort of bad thing, and I'm just like, no, it's not.
Like you're saying this is a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah, this is only a bad thing to those that are currently in that world power.
Notice though, now they're not saying the new world order like they did for a long time, like George Bush did, Kissinger did. It's not the new world order. It is now the global order because it's nothing new. The global order is in place. There's nothing new about it. It's in place. And they're threatened by Donald Trump that he will disturb that he will tear that down. Even more reason for everyone out there to make sure that you vote for Trump, and not just vote for Trump, but make sure you talk to other people and tell them that they have to get out and vote, because these people are very fucking threatened by him, and that's what we need. These people right here are in charge of our fucking lives. They are the ones who say, you will own nothing, you will eat bugs, and you will be happy. No, we will not. They want to control every aspect of our entire fucking lives, and they are so scared of Trump. He is the reason that it will not work.
Well, and this is the reason why the Uniparty got together and pushed back against him. It doesn't matter if it was Mitch McConnell, if it doesn't matter whoever that last asshole that was running the House the last few times. All of those guys, plus the Democratic side and the Democratic leadership that are all in lockstep with this, all of them went after him. Why? Because they're all part of the exact same group of global elites trying to control everything you do. Fucking Mitch McConnell's wife is Chinese. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Asian women are beautiful. The problem is she has massive amounts of ties to the Communist Party, and the majority of Mitch McConnell's business deals and all of those tens of millions of dollars that he's worth are all tied to Chinese contracts.
Yeah. Just completely random. Purdy Do over on Rumble says, y'all calling for a retard? Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Purdy. You're one of our favorites. Yeah, there's been a couple of those in the chat too. Yeah, JB was like, I'm retarded. What did he just say?
All right, let me rewind this and play a little bit more.
Are you concerned that Trump might be elected again?
I think it's very likely. And if it happens, it is likely to be the kind of like the death blow to what remains of the global order. And he says it openly. Now, again, it should be clear that many of these politicians, they present a false dichotomy, a false binary vision of the world, as if you have to choose between patriotism and globalism, between being loyal to your nation and being loyal to some kind of, I don't know, global government or whatever.
Dude, that's
There
fucking
is a-
psychotic.
That's kind of
man.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of the
Right.
definition of things. Like
Yeah.
it's either you're either for your country or you're for the world. Because guess what? Not every other country in the world wants what your country wants. Why do you think Middle Eastern countries have been fighting for the last 1,000 years? Because none of them want the same things.
They want each other's shit is what they want.
Yeah, they want our shit.
Yes.
And the globalists want everyone's shit.
We've been feeding them for fucking decades.
They think they are so good. They think they are so good. They look down. They think we are weak. We don't know how to take care of ourselves. We need them to take care of us. This is actually how they think. They think that them being in charge and telling the entire world what to do, how to think, how to operate is how the world will work. If they can't control the world, then the world will fail. They think that we are incapable of surviving without them.
This is the Pharisee. If you read the Old Testament, these are the exact same kind of Pharisees and stuff like that that took control over the Jewish population, that thought that they were the best of the best. These are the people that God specifically called out, talking about, they will get no reward in heaven because they've already got their reward on earth, because they have the acolytes of everyone. All of the people praise them. They have the best seats at the synagogue. They have the best seats in court. They have the best seats at shows. They have the best seats at media conventions. It's literally the oldest story of in the book, the aristocracy looking down on the people that they believe they are better than. And it's one of the oldest stories known to time. You know, hell, you even see it in One Piece. You have people that are the elites that literally will shoot in public somebody who they believe is less than them just because they think they've offended them, and no one does anything about it. Fortunately enough, we live in a world where the United States still exists, and all of us riffraff, all of us serfs, we still have guns. And that's what they're most terrified of. And that's what Trump represents. Trump represents the feelings of the average person, the feelings of the common man going, no, we're loyal to our local community. We're loyal to our local county. We're loyal to our local state. We're loyal to our country. We're not loyal to some asshole on the other side of the planet that doesn't know what I need, what I want, what my family needs, what my community needs. And he will gladly steal from me to go feed somebody else who he believes is more worthy than me. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work, homie.
Yeah. Anyone else got any more points to make on this fucktard?
No,
the globalist, not Jesse.
I think that
this fucktard too. Go right ahead.
That whole WEF, man, there's not enough people paying attention to it, and it is fucking weird. I just posted a link. I've always known about it. I've seen clips just here and there, but the more I dig into it, the more bizarre I find it. So this dude who's in charge is the son of a Nazi.
Yep.
Is basically the leader of this economic forum.
Yeah. Oh, we know him well.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Klaus Schwab. He's one. You will eat the bugs and own nothing and be happy.
He's a fucking Bond villain
that turned on the Jews.
He is exactly a devil. Like he is the villain in every 80s movie that we used to have. But if you scroll down, it's like a whole thread. Like they do some weird shit at these things. So
this one.
Did you see this lady?
Yeah,
she goes around doing some prayer and then spits at everybody.
Spits on their foreheads. So weird. I liked it because
Michael Knowles literally was like, "This is a witch. This is a witch giving spells, putting spells on all of the people out there." Sorry, Tiff. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Elon Musk shared it out and said, "I didn't know that Elizabeth Warren was at the." I was like, "All right." Elon. He woke up and chose violence today, and I am enjoying every second.
But nobody thinks it's weird that the son of the Nazi is pushing for global a global one government, global domination thing.
Oh, people do. Not enough people are pushing back on it.
Well, it's just like with Soros. Soros fucking turned in Jewish people during the World War II.
Oh yeah,
and he had no remorse for it. He had no remorse. He's a fucking Jewish person turning in fellow Jews.
He said, "I didn't do it. Somebody else would."
Some of these people,
Well, Soros is the same guy that said that collapsed because he single-handedly collapsed the Bank of England, which is why he's a criminal. And if he goes to the United Kingdom, he will get arrested because he said it literally made him feel like a god when he collapsed the Bank of England.
That's the thing. These people, I don't believe in blood crimes. You're not guilty what your father did and shit. But it's just funny how all these people have these connections, but somehow we're just going to overlook that. But then, you know, somebody who has no connections is easily called a Nazi, but, you know.
The problem, so the problem with not enough people being pushing back on this, again, I pointed this out before, that the definition of gaslighting is lie often, lie confidently, and seclude your audience from the truth. Only us here on the right know about this shit. No one on the left knows anything about what's going on in the WEF. No fucking clue. They don't know who Klaus Schwab is. They never hear any of this shit about you'll eat the bugs and own nothing and be happy. They never hear this shit. They are secluded from the truth. Only we're talking about it. That's the problem. That's why there's not enough people pushing back.
Yeah, it's freaking wild, man. This whole thread, like that the lady spitting on everybody, and then there's another one that guy talks about eliminating elections and using AI to determine the elections, like predictive AI or whatever. But man, it's freaking wild.
Bongino actually has talked about, like, I think he hit on this a couple times this week, that he's been calling out a lot of this shit, like what's going on in the WEF and all these statements. And as soon as he calls this shit out, he's the one who gets pounced on, called a conspiracy theorist, and they're angry at him because he's quoting what they're saying.
Dude,
He's quoting them. He's quoting them and being called a conspiracy theorist, and he's saying, all I'm doing is repeating what your people are saying.
Dude, Glenn Beck's been doing that for 20 years.
So is Alex Jones.
But when Glenn was still on Fox News, he had a telephone on his desk on the studio, that the only place that had the number for that phone was the White House. And he even got the only confirmation he could ever get the White House on all of the things that he was accusing them of was that, yes, they had the phone number. He used to say that all the time. Anything I'm talking about, I'm here right now. They have the ability to call me right now in the middle of a show and dispute anything I am saying, because never did. All I am doing is quoting and showing you clips from exactly what they are saying. And Glenn's chalkboards, all they were was going, hey, this person has said this, and this person has said this, and here's how they're connected, and here's how they're connected down here, and here's how they're connected to this person over here. It's weird how all of these people that are seemingly unconnected, according to the mainstream media, are all involved in all of these same organizations, and they're all saying the exact same thing. And it's like, yeah, because that's all any of us have ever doing. How do I know that a movie is going to be horrendous, or a television show is going to be horrendous before it comes out? Because I listen to what these people say, listen to the showrunners, listen to the writers. They will tell you, Halo told you it was going to be bad because the people flat out said they never played the games and they never read any of the books, right? It's the exact same thing. These people will tell you what they are doing before they even fucking do it. All you gotta do is listen to them.
I did not know that.
I pointed out last Saturday about there's going to be a remake of Battlestar Galactica. Rob, are you a fan? Rob, are you a fan of Battlestar Galactica?
I fucking love Battlestar Galactica.
Okay. So there's an article about the guy who's going to run the show, and 15 times I did a word search. 15 times the word queer was in the description of this fucking dude. When it came to his shows, the people he casts, the people who run his shows, queer came up 15 fucking times.
Well, we can look even better. I'm sure you guys have all seen the video of Yuri Bezmenov, I think his name is. Yeah, when he's talking about the Frankfurt School and what the process of them, taking the West is going to be. And in it, he says that once you are fully indoctrinated, once that level is met, that their plan is met, it won't matter if they tell you what they're going to do. It doesn't matter if you are giving irrefutable proof.
Futable. Yes.
There you go. That's the word.
Let's go ahead.
Of what they are going to do. You will not accept it. So that's why they're saying it. They're able to say openly what they're going to do because they know it won't make a damn difference. People are already completely indoctrinated into this idiocracy, and they're not gonna fucking hear any other evidence to the contrary.
It's the Matrix. We've talked about that before. They're in the Matrix, and this is their reality in the Matrix, and they are so embedded in it, they will fight to protect it because they cannot accept any other reality.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and it's I talk about it in my pop culture videos all the time. It's the
What the
spirit of
did the Matrix just glitch on Rob? What the fuck was that? Yes.
That was weird. That was
what the
weird.
fuck was that?
Did he turn into a black woman?
No, it just freaking spazzed out.
Camera went crazy.
That was weird. I mentioned the Matrix and he fucking glitches.
Well, and it's funny because it's like I always say, like, possessed by the spirit of the age, people that are like completely indoctrinated into the cult, because that's exactly the same kind of mentality you see. If you've ever seen how a cult operates, right? They keep their members away from the general population. Why? Because the only way to keep people in a mental blockade, because every single person on some fundamental level, there is a portion of you embedded into, you can call it your spirit, you can call it your soul, you can call it your conscience, you can call it whatever the hell you want, but there's a part of you that is built to know the difference between right and wrong. And
Rob.
and very nice. I love it, Rob. I love it.
Agent Rob.
Agent Rob. I knew it all along. See, that explains everything. That explains everything. I love those. Those are great. But that's the thing is, those people, that's how a cult operates, right? That's how they keep. That's why CNN only spouts one side of the story. That's why MSNBC only spouts one side of the story, right? Because if they gave you a fair and balanced news article, a news story, if they kept you truthfully informed, then they'd know you would pick the other side. They know you would, the majority of people would pick the other direction. And that's the same way cults operate. And if you see these people, if you see these protesters at these, these Antifa rallies, at any of these kind of rallies, when people try to come up and talk to them and have a one-on-one conversation, you'll see the crowd, you'll see the cult come and grab those people and drag them away. And I know this is something I've said before, but that's what it is. It's indoctrination. They try to keep these people ignorant to the regular information. And that's why it's like, that's why so many people out there aren't awake, aren't red pilled to this information, because so many of them live in ignorance, and most of them are willing to stay that way. And that, but the thing about it is,
well, ignorance is bliss.
But it's most of those people, but it's not most of the average person, because the average person smells this shit. You're not going to find somebody in Kansas that agrees with the WWIII, like a farmer in Kansas is what I mean.
I just got to play this glitch in the Matrix real quick. And this is their reality in the Matrix. And they are so embedded in it, they will fight to protect it because they cannot accept any other reality.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and
exactly.
I talk about
Look
it.
at that.
In my pop.
They cannot accept any other reality.
I did
Look,
see a
what
black
the
woman.
fuck is that?
I knew it.
It's called streaming in the internet.
Dude, that was freaky.
That is trippy, dude. Like, as soon as I'm done talking about the fucking Matrix, all of a sudden,
It's kind of like what happened with Odin's DVD.
dude, and my mic just fucking my mic just fucking muted.
Yeah,
No,
I
dude,
think
it's because
you're
we're
being
talking about the WF. We're being
No,
targeted.
dude, I'm telling you, that was fucking weird as shit, because it was my Wave XLR that just muted. You have to touch it. You have to literally touch the top of it. I didn't touch it.
Are you being haunted?
I have no. I'm not bullshitting you, dude. You actually literally have to touch the top of this fucking device. It's tucked way under my fucking thing over here.
Adam, anybody should know when they go up against the forces of hell, they will be pushed back up against.
I'm not even, dude. I'm being dead serious. This is really fucking weird. What just happened? Not only that, but also me just getting muted right there.
I'm not kidding. Like the forces of evil are influencing world powers. You think they can't fuck with your electrical and your internet? Like, come on, man.
That is, you have no idea how, I can't pull this thing up. You have to touch the top of this fucking Wave XLR device that is tucked way underneath here. I didn't touch it and it fucking muted on me. That's weird.
And the forces of evil, that's politically incorrect. We don't like to be called that no more.
Speak of the devil to push back against that.
Here, I got a motivational thing I just sent you.
Yeah, let's
some
what's
good.
up? It smells like shit in here. What's up, X-Wing?
Always good to see you, brother. Oh,
That's because all of our electronic equipment is shitting out.
Yes, it's fucking weird
It's
as
fine.
shit, dude.
This is a what a
It smells like shit because he's in the fucking toilet on his phone again.
That's why he said it.
What a Bradley can do to a Russian tank.
This is gonna make me all happy.
T90, yeah.
This is gonna make me warm and fuzzy inside. The only thing I like better than watching a CO-130 blow up some shit.
This is they just released this. This is an American Bradley given to Ukraine fighting against a T90 Russian tank.
Fuck yeah.
That's the Russian tank getting fucking schwacked.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god, yes.
It's going right through there.
Oh, I've got such a boner right now. Oh, yes.
This is all in Minecraft YouTube.
No, it's not.
Can't you tell?
I think we're technically not supposed to show this.
Well, there's nobody in
we
there.
Don't see anybody dying.
It's test footage.
It's a drone. It's a drone.
Yeah.
No lives were lost. It's a drone.
All I have to say is normally my desk raises 3 inches. It raised at least 4 inches that time.
Supposedly,
thank you.
They're upgrading the guns on the Bradleys, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, it used to be they only had 2 rockets, right? They had 2 rockets that would flip out.
Well, on the Bradleys, they got the 25 millimeter with the tow missiles.
Yeah, there's the cannon and then the tow missile, but there's only 2 tow missiles from what I remember, or was it 2 on both sides?
Maybe one on each side.
Okay,
but I think the new weapon system they're testing out on the Bradley is a 50 millimeter cannon.
Nice.
So
nice.
That's pretty sweet. I just thought that was pretty motivating. I just saw that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Dude, it's one thing to fucking go training and everything with those suckers, but to see them in action like that against a tank. Because in Iraq, I mean, I was never witness to that. You know, when we were up in northern Iraq, we were dealing with fucking militias and whatever the fuck those were called up there. I never actually saw anyone going in action against Saddam's tanks or anything like that. So to see our fucking weapons in action, dude, fuck yeah, that's fucking pure America right there.
You know, everybody was talking about.
You can't talk over America. Fuck yeah. Yo, what's up, Devil?
There was some music.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Seriously?
No.
Hit it again.
Anyway,
I knew what Devil was doing.
I saw. I was checking. You ain't got.
Why'd you stop talking? You couldn't hear it.
X-Wing.
No, I was. You guys were talking about 6 Days in Fallujah the other day, and I was I'm gonna check this out because everyone's been talking about it. That's a pretty good game. I saw this video of a Navy SEAL looking through the footage of people playing and shit, and it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna have to try that out.
Yeah. Again, I just my motivation to get things done. You guys really got to push me. I keep saying this. Plus, I'm just not motivated to do video games. I'm not a gamer, but I know that would be an exception.
That would be fun.
That being said, we still got shit. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, because this. So Rob brought up the original tweet, which is this one, right? This is absolutely fucking hilarious. I love the Babylon Bee to death because everybody knows that Vivek's been basically pushing for a vice president spot since the very beginning. That's pretty much what we all knew this was about. And we do know he's dropped out now. And so it says Trump promises Vivek an administration posting running the White House 7-Eleven. Okay. I was like, anyone wants to laugh, go ahead.
So I thought it was funny because they're DeSantis shills. The Babylon Bee is.
Yeah, they are.
So I was like,
right.
I feel like they're
Are
trying
they really?
to not be as funny as they're making it.
Yeah, they actually fired somebody who criticized his people.
Yep.
I did hear about that. I don't. Yeah, whatever. I don't get into that kind of fucking drama.
Like a Babylon Bee account. He did it on his own personal account, and they fired him. But people who are pro DeSantis and do whatever they want, they can do whatever they want.
I don't know.
Either way, okay,
It's
that's
just a
beside
funny
the fucking
joke. I thought it
joke.
was
I was
funny.
gonna say, yeah, and that's the other thing too. Okay, I have worked for an Indian guy who owned a lot of gas stations. That's how he made a lot of his wealth in the United States. There is a precedent for it. It's funny. We call them Haji stores for a reason. I love independent gas stations, right? I can get shit from an independent gas station that I can't get from your local chain store. So honestly, I love this. I think it's funny as hell. And a lot of them have become very successful from doing this shit. So it's funny.
Yeah.
This is
I'm sure Vivek would probably find it funny too if he saw it.
Absolutely.
Well,
I agree. Hell.
He did.
Yeah.
There was a whole follow through thread between him and somebody else. But he was playing along with it. So it was pretty cool.
See, and that's good. That's how you know the guy's got a sense of humor. But this is my favorite part about this. And this is what I retweeted and talked about on my show, because this is Seth Dillon, the guy who was in charge of the Babylon Bee. And this is I love this fucking response. Some of our readers have expressed concern about this report, suggesting it did not meet the high journalistic standards they've come to expect from us. The Babylon
Are
Bee.
you retarded?
He's
Exactly.
being satirical.
No, he is.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But that's the whole thing. People are like, oh my God, I can't believe you made this joke. Oh my God, you went that far. Okay. It's the Babylon Bee. It's a satire website, right?
Yes.
So the high journalistic standards they've come to expect from us. We want you to know that we've listened to you. We've heard your voices, and they are stupid.
Yeah.
Like I said, it would be funny if you didn't know that they were doing it solely to push DeSantos. Like,
Look, they've got a Babylon Bee weekly podcast. Go check it out sometime. They have a hate mail section. They love playing the fucking hate mail. They rip on it all the fucking time. These guys are good humor. I know there's a lot of issues. If there's they're bigger on DeSantis and all that shit. But nonetheless, these guys are fucking funny. They take everything in jest, and they even love the hate mail. So I mean, just it's all for fun.
And you know what? Like, I don't give a shit if DeSantis is your horse in the ring, because honestly, Adam and I have had these discussions quite a lot on this channel. Why I have my issues with Trump, and why early on I was very much in support of DeSantis. You know what I mean? So like, I completely understand why anybody wants to go, fuck you, Trump, and they'd rather back DeSantis. I completely and totally get that. And if that's the stance the Babylon Bee has decided to go with, guess what? It's a private fucking company. They can do what they want. Oh, remember when we used to hear that against Twitter all the time? Guess what? It's still true. Elon Musk's on Twitter, and he can do what the fuck he wants. The Babylon Bee. They own fucking the Babylon Bee. They can do what the fuck they want.
And yes, they absolutely can. They absolutely fucking can. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying we sit here and say that we want fucking companies to stay the fuck out of politics and shit. They're on the conservative side, but I don't need to know that you prefer fucking DeSantis. And that's fine. You can prefer DeSantis. But how about just fucking stop all the friendly fire to fucking push DeSantis because you want him to be VP?
Yeah, and I get
And
that.
to treat your employees fairly.
Here's the thing though too. Here's the thing though too is also to recognize, and I heard somebody else talking about this, as a point to point out after Vivek dropped out and what happened between him and Trump. It's the primaries, guys. It's the primaries. The primaries are always fucking vicious. Somebody's trying to fight to be the Republican representative, the Republican here. If people
Trump though.
He
supported Trump. Vivek.
I know. I know he did. But my point is that
he didn't. Is my point.
I know. I just said that wrong. My point is though that Trump's a what's up, Gal's brother? Hi. You just got bunny ears.
Yeah, that's a family thing.
Love it.
So here's the thing: is that Trump was still saying things against Vivek, but then they were buddies. If people don't remember, back in 2015. The senator from Texas, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz
and him went vicious at each other.
They were at each other's throats, but as soon as Ted Cruz dropped out, he was on the phone calling for Trump all over the place. As soon as DeSantis drops out, I guarantee DeSantis and Trump will be buddy. Fuck Nikki Haley, though. She's a fucking rhino fucking cunt for the Democrats. Fuck that bitch. Hey, she is always going to be fucking gone. But I guarantee DeSantis and Trump, they will be just fine after this.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that everybody has to remember, too. And this is one of the things, if you're really deeply inside of politics and you understand how the machine works and you understand how the game works and everything else, like, that's how this process works. It's a fight. It's a competition. Everybody's going to take sides, and everybody's going to fight for their horse as hard as they can for as long as the race goes on. And then guess what happens? When the race is over, and it obviously looks like it basically already is anyway, Trump's sealed the nomination. Like there's nobody even close. This is basically just a dog and pony show at this point. People are vying for VP.
It's going to end in New Hampshire.
Yeah, and they're going to vie. They're going to vie for future positions in the administration or future political, being an advisor somewhere else later on down the road. Because you got to think about DeSantis is over after this term in Florida. So he's got to be looking forward to what his future is in politics. So wherever he ends up landing is what he's fighting for right now. And that's what all of these people are fighting for. And yes, guess what? There are going to be certain corporations out there that absolutely will fight for different sides, and I'm tired of this adage that these news organizations are supposed to be unbiased, because what a lot of people don't realize, this whole unbiased news or unbiased satire thing is something that has literally only been in the cultural zeitgeist for about the last 80 years. Prior to that, every paper had an agenda. Everyone was published by that. You go back to the Revolutionary War, every paper you read had picked a side. Civil War was the exact same way. Majority of news organizations throughout history have been nothing more than trying to push an agenda. The only question is it's whether or not it's an agenda you agree with, and whether or not you have people that are willing to push an agenda but also be honest with you. Fortunately,
but it also comes down to is the whole thing about whether they're trying to claim that they're trying to be equal or not. I pointed this out before, that when you have someone like CNN tries to claim they're like the most balanced fucking whatever, when they're not, is one thing, versus someone like an MSNBC who I disagree with them, but at least I'm okay with them because they are openly biased. They are openly liberal and hate conservatives. When it's the ones that claim that they're fair and balanced, but aren't. Fox News, as much as they get attacked, they're actually much more fair and balanced than CNN. Now, do they lean more for Republicans? Absolutely. But they still had that Shepherd fucktard who was fucking super anti-Trump. God, there's still one of these guys on. The guy has a really raspy voice. He fucking hates Trump. There's still, though, way more. It's the opinion shows that really they want to point out when you have Tucker Carlson, when you've got Hannity, but those are more opinion shows. They're not really acting as journalists. They're opinion shows who are openly biased. But it's the news reporting. That's where the fucking problem comes into, when they try to claim that they're being equal, but they're not. Neil Cavuto, yes, thank you. They're mysteries. That's who I was talking about.
Anyways, let's the other guy that comes on the 5 all the time with the big ass burly mustache used to be an investigative reporter, Geraldo Rivera.
Geraldo, yeah. Well, again, though, that's another example, though, where at least on the 5, they're being balanced. They're allowing Geraldo Rivera. They're allowing the black dude on, who is just an absolute fucking
dude,
an apologist for the left all the damn time and lies his fucking ass off. Yes, Juan Williams.
Yeah, Williams.
At least they're being balanced and they're allowing those opinions on there. CNN doesn't fucking do that.
Nope. They have their token. They have their token Republicans. They have their token conservatives come on that will agree with 90% of their stuff. The only reason I ever used to watch Hannity, the only reason I ever started watching Hannity is because it used to be Hannity and Combs. Right. And it was Hannity and Combs going back and forth against each other over topics. Combs would obviously give the very extreme liberal position, and Hannity would give the talking points of the Republican Party, because that's all Hannity's ever done. But like, at least that
still looking for Al Capone's treasure. I remember.
No shit. Yes. But that's one of the other things. It's like, at least they were trying to give you
the biggest sad trombone of all time.
Oh, dude, that special was such a. I remember, like, as a kid, we didn't even watch the special, but we heard about the news of it the special coming up, and it's like, and then after it was like, it was fucking nothing, and that's when Geraldo Rivera became a talk show host.
Big shout out, Digger's Golden Shovel. Welcome. You are not fucking wrong.
Nope.
Welcome. What do you say here? Feds on mini Hitler bootlicking order following trailer trash.
Yep.
I agree with this.
A lot of them. Yep.
I agree with this. Sorry, you're just showing up now, but I mean, I'm tired, man. I've got to close this out, dude. It's 2.5 hours on this. I'm surprised I even lasted this long going in, as tired as I fucking was. Yeah, token
Normally only
rhinos.
36 seconds.
Huh?
It's normally only 36 seconds. Lasted as long as you did this time. Damn. You are tired. You are tired, Adam. It's time to go to bed, buddy.
I'm tired and not drunk. We didn't get any shot. Well, we did get a lot of shots, but it did come from the credit that Blue Cord Devil did from his $500. If anyone wants Josh one more shot, then please do it. I'll just pass right the fuck out. Let's go ahead and close this up, though. Yeah, $20 and we'll do shots. I have no expectations. Come back. Don't forget, and again, before everyone starts heading out, because I know once we start doing naturals, people leave. Sunday is Skinamax Sunday. Instead of Skinamax Saturday, we'll be 10 o'clock Eastern on Sunday, because I am a Packer team owner and I'm obligated to watch Packers on Saturday night. So
he's an addict.
It's an obligation. All right, it's a job requirement as an owner.
Cheesehead.
Now I'm done with that bullshit.
Now I
Big
want
Rob,
cheese.
75th Ranger Regiment. What you got going on, buddy?
Thanks for having me again. It's always fun to be here. I just put out a video about how I went from tanker to ranger. So if you haven't seen that yet, please give it a look. It's just one of my favorite stories, because most people don't believe me when I tell them that I used to be a tanker and then went into special operations. So other than that, I guess I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Cool. Devil made me do it. What you got going on?
We got the pub tomorrow, and on Sunday I am doing Get Ranked. We are doing cereals, and yeah, check out Ballbusters tomorrow to check out the new videos I just made for Dermy Wermy. If you like the ones that are shown on here, you'll probably like those. So check them out.
I've got to see what happens to me. I have to see it, but I regret. I'm sure I'm gonna have deep regrets for going on to see that.
I think the best one's probably Gal, to be honest.
Like the best one for here.
Yep, where you get to beat the shit out of Dermy. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Gal? You been doing anything on YouTube lately?
Yeah, I dropped a video on Monday. Y'all should check it out. It's a review of this lovely, awesome, amazing comic book,
Alpha Core. Fuck yeah.
By Chuck Dixon and Joe Bennett. It's
I
freaking loved it. But it's an in-depth review, no spoilers until possibly next week. Maybe I'll do a spoiler review, but I'm trying to do more videos, and I'm gonna review other comics from other people, indie comics, things like that, movies, books. I have all these plans in the works. Hopefully I can find the time in between my day job, but otherwise you'll find me here on Thursdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Like usual.
For what show on Thursday?
Knife Fans.
What show on Thursday?
Knife Fans.
Do it. Do it.
Knife Fans.
There you go.
And Skinamax Saturday on Saturdays, but it's on Sunday this weekend.
Which I don't have a sound effect. You know what I got to get a sound effect for when we advertise Skinamax Saturdays? Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
And she never says it, but she's on the pub.
And on the pub.
Was getting there because I'm on Ballbusters at 9 p.m. Mountain Time.
So apparently follow Green Anti-Liberal.
Yes. I was a little drunk when I typed that out the first time, so it's just kind of the way it's stuck.
And then at 1 a.m. Mountain Time on Saturday morning, you can find me on Beelzehub for the Beelzepub stream.
Yes.
And Samuel the Infamous at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And then Horny Alf's channel, as well as Vets Talking, because it's a duo stream thingy at 10 p.m. on Sundays.
And then what else? And then?
Don't. I fucking hate that movie.
And then?
I knew that you were about to start it.
And then?
Dude, what does mine say?
Now that I know you hate that, I'm getting that sound effect. I'm doing it right now.
technically I'm going to be on MSK's channel.
I knew there was more. I knew there was more.
And Wednesdays.
MSK
And
has
then
everybody on.
I think that's it for now.
And then
until February.
Okay.
On a different
and also we have not so it was supposed to be this Saturday, but he had to reschedule. We're gonna have Epic Mike on. Epic Mike was gonna be on this Saturday. He rescheduled. It will be next Saturday, I do believe. So look forward to that.
And it's Nick, right? On Sunday.
Do we have Nick Weiser coming on? Yes, that's right. Yeah, we
Nick
do.
Weiser.
I forgot about that. Well, yes, we got Nick Weiser. 32 players.
You're
Nick
fucking
Weiser
welcome.
is going to be
His
on
second
Sunday.
appearance. His second appearance on Skin
This is why I have Alf as my guy to keep track of this shit for me. All right, and he's not here, so thank you for being my backup, Horny Alf, I guess.
Actually, this is his fourth appearance on Skinemax.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. No, I think it'll be his third.
No, he
I
came
think-
on one time with Talks a Lot. He came on one time with Talks a Lot. He came on one time drunk with just him, and then the last time and this time it'll be his fourth.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, 4 times.
What would you do without Devil and I? Me.
Apparently, speak English gooder.
Really? You wanna play this game?
I just said speak English gooder, so obviously I'm playing a fucking game. Jesse, what do you got going on, man?
So yeah, I got a new YouTube channel. Come check that out. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the month, trying to play the algorithm, putting out shorts, be back full time doing that next week, obviously with the new baby, plus the cold snap that happened this week. Things have been a little slower, but if you guys want to come find me over there on my live streams, come check me out on Rumble Monday through Friday. My wife is actually going to be doing her birthday stream this Saturday because her birthday was actually on Monday, but obviously because of all of the weather and everything else, she wasn't able to stream on Monday. So she's going to be streaming on my channel and on my Kick channel, both of which on Rumble and Kick are monetized now. Thank you all of you guys on my 24-hour stream that helped me get that monetization, and the Vets Talking guys that helped show up for that as well. Got me monetized over there on Kick.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, come check that out Saturday at 2 p.m. Other than that, I will be having $5 Fridays tomorrow over on my Rumble stream, which is $5 Fridays is my normal 2-hour show, but the chat gets to decide how long the show is gone. So for every $5 donation, the show will go on for another 5 minutes. We've gone all the way till 3:30 before. So let's come see if you can break that record tomorrow. Obviously, I got a brand new baby at the house. Wife's off work for the next few weeks. So yeah. Money's tight, and I would love all of your support and all of your generous donations. I'll be on 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's Comic Shop Talk tomorrow night, and then obviously back on, well, hell, I guess since we're not doing Saturday Night Talk, Vets Talking, maybe I'll play some video games after my wife is done. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if nothing else, Sunday, I've got the Bible study at 2 p.m., Sunday at 6 p.m. We've got a review of Doctor Who with me and Sunker Maidens, aka Serenity 2 Witches. Very nice girl. See her a lot on the Geeks and Gamers tabletop channel. She plays a lot of games over there with them. And now she is doing Doctor Who reviews of me. We are doing old school Doctor Who. We're starting with Christopher Eccleston and going all the way to Peter Capaldi. At least that's Capaldi. At least that's the plan for right now. We're having a great time. We laughed our asses off. Those are generally drinking streams on Sundays. We had a great time last Saturday. We only planned on watching 2 shows. Mr. Grant Gregory ended up showing 2 episodes because on Rumble and Kick, you can get away with actually watching these shows together. So if you've never seen Doctor Who, if you don't even know what it is, or maybe you've only got a preliminary glimpse of what it is, come hang out with us on Sundays at 6 p.m. It's going to be every Sunday at 6 p.m. We're going to be reviewing at least 2 episodes, maybe 3. We'll be doing watch-alongs. You guys get to see these episodes. You get to see them. You get to see what we love about them. And we already gained like 2 new Doctor Who fans last Sunday from just watching a few episodes. So come check that out. We have a great time doing that. Mr. Grant Gregory showed up last week. We'll probably have other reoccurring guests as well that are big Who fans. So come check that out. And then after that, I'll be over here on Vets Talking. And then Monday through Friday, rinse and repeat, 11 a.m., the morning prep every single day. Your source for pop culture and nerd news through a common sense lens. Every single Monday through Friday, we do that all the time and go through all the basic crazy ass news of the day. So come on, check all that. All my links are out in the chat, and obviously will be in the description down below as well. So thank you to the chat. You all are wonderful. You guys are the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running, and we couldn't do it without every single one of you. So thanks for being here, boys.
Fuck yeah. Thank you to everyone out there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone here on the panel. As always, a lot of fucking, I was going to say a lot of fun, but that's not what we do here on Knife Hands. However, we do manage to get a good mix of fun plus a whole lot of fucking bullshit going on.
One more time.
See, at least I didn't punch myself. Fuck. Yeah, thank you guys
We
so
gotta
much.
laugh at it. If we didn't laugh, if we didn't laugh, we'd cry.
Well, I mean, you guys weren't laughing after I was punching myself. I'm like, okay, now I just feel like a fucking idiot. Like, okay, all right, I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. But nonetheless, yeah, thank you guys again. This was a lot of fun. Looking forward to Sunday. This is gonna be a good time. Nick Weiser is a lot of fun. And then, like I said, in 2 weeks, I will be in MegaCon. And anybody out there who's gonna be at MegaCon, you see me, come say hi. I don't expect to have any of that issue of like, oh my God, so many people. Oh, I'm such a fucking slave. No, obviously I'm not. But I'll just be happy if anybody fucking recognizes me, to be honest. So everyone, remember Skinamax Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern. And obviously next week again, Knife Hands at 10 o'clock Eastern, and I'm gonna figure out whatever the fuck I'm gonna do when I'm out in Orlando. I'm definitely gonna do some sort of stream. I'll probably live stream when I'm in the convention. Maybe we should be able to do a show. We should be able to do a Skinamax Saturday. We'll see. We're gonna play it all by ear. But at this point, again, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all very much. Look forward to the next one. Everyone out there, remember you can share this out there with everybody because you don't got to be a veteran. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.